Good afternoon, you beautiful bravehearts. So, thank you for joining me. Thank you for giving me your time, and hopefully, you'll even give me your trust eventually. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. The most important commodity today that you could have is trust, and you're not going to have that if you don't have integrity. So, I just want to say something right now. All right? Has anybody seen that the government doesn't listen to us at all? So why are you still listening to them? So the only reason why you would even want to listen to them is because you need to have a strategy. And the first strategy that you're going to need is mind your own business. Okay? I am so done. Do not call me and tell me that you just got COVID, a flu or a cold. Please do not do it. Okay, I have somebody right now from New York, and she's called about 5 times, and she's probably watching this, and she's going, I need to talk to him. One of my family just got COVID positive. Holy smokes. Okay, listen to me. I'm not doing it. Okay, you need to go to someone else, push the anxiety button. Go ahead, push the panic button, because understand something, we all run programs. Dr. Wolf runs a program of honor and respect for himself, and me taking all these calls of people who have bought into this BS, dysfunctional belief system, is not respecting me, and I'm going to respect me. And listen to me, I'm going to mind my own business, which is what? Looking after people and showing them that they have value, that their questions matter, that their life matters. And understand something. People don't get it, and I've said it a million times, and I have to repeat myself again, but you need to understand this. The human brain, it only functions at 10%. And if you were using the whole 10%, that's enough to have a beautiful life, but people don't. 90% of your brain is your subconscious, and it's all of the rules for fools that are being schooled out there. And understand this. People are not awake. They're not awake. And understand also, I'll tell you some other thing. They say that 82% to 85% of the population of Canada has been vaccinated. And I'm going to tell you something, it's an out and out lie. It is maybe around 20%. It might be even around 22, 23%. And I'm telling you that right now. And here's the deal. That's why just yesterday they declared that if you are not vaccinated, you cannot go into a public place. They're letting you still go into the supermarket, but they're going to shut that down pretty fast. So understand something, all right? Think about the people that are ruling our country. They're not just screwed up, they're evil, all right? They're evil people. They sold themselves, they're greedy, and that's it, okay? So the bottom line is I don't even want to talk about them. I don't want to talk about the government. I don't want to talk about COVID. I don't want to talk about the V that's not a V. I don't want to talk about the C that nobody can find. So understand, you want to blow your mind apart, go right ahead. You want to, I will not do it. I will not discuss it with people. People are not going to be able to terrorize me anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the people that are going to Ixtapa. I'm going to focus on the people that are coming to my courses, my trainings, people that are coming to us for consultations because they want a better day. They want to try to create the perfect day. They want to learn how to love themselves for the first time that they can remember. Oh yeah, you can remember when you were a child, you used to be so playful, you had a spirit, you'd love to do cartwheels, everything was beautiful, you'd see a butterfly, and that would keep your attention maybe for an hour, you'd follow it everywhere. And now you can't pay attention to yourself or be in the present moment anymore. So they're going to keep on terrorizing you. So, if you think you need to keep up on the news, okay, then you're going to be torn apart because it's true terrorism. So all I want to say, mind your own business. And you know what? The people that are calling me and going, Dr. Wolf, I get it. This is what I want to do. This is my plan. And then I say, well, what can I do to help you with that plan? Okay? So if you don't have a strategy and you don't have a plan and you don't know how to stay in the present moment and you aren't selfish enough to know what your needs are right now, then guess what? It's over already. It's over already. And you know what I really like? Talking to people in the last week, people still have their head up where. And I'm going to tell you why. What are you willing to sacrifice to just have a beautiful day? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are the things that you're hanging on to, okay, that society has taught you that are so important that's not important? That's the reality. Look, I don't believe that this is going to happen, but I could go to Ixtapa and then They just lock everything down everywhere. But they're not going to stop me because we've already thought about what we're going to do and how we're going to strategize. What does it take for you to crumble? What does it take for you to have a panic attack? What does it take for you to go on antidepressants so that you can't even think anymore? What does it take for you to binge eat until you're in a coma? What does it take for you to disrespect yourself and your family because you buy into this? Why aren't you a braveheart? Okay. You know, I got to tell you that most of the adults out there, you disappoint me. You disappoint me. And I get it. You're adulterated. I get it. I get it. I get it. So you've been running for 40 years, 50 years, fear programs, and it's hard to change. But you don't have time. You don't have time. If you need to get yourself a Braveheart love band and go, there's a new sheriff in town, 3, 2, 1, I got this. Whatever you need to do to stay in the present moment, for God's sakes, do it, because you're hurting yourself and your family. And yes, things are going to happen no matter what I want to do, no matter any way I want to see it. I am going to build my dream, and if they steal it from me, I'm going to get it back another way. And that's it. And if you think I'm fooling, then you just follow me. You follow me for the next few years, and you find out no matter what they do won't be enough to rock my world, because I'm going to rock my own world. But understand something. Don't call up. And you can call up and you can be a victim. But if I ask you to be a braveheart and stay connected to your breath and stop pushing the panic button and going, Dr. Wolf, I just got to talk to you. I got to talk to you. And you're going to do that. I can't do it. If I have like 20 people in a row like that, I'm going to blow my brain out. Nobody likes to be told to calm down, but I'll tell you one thing. Don't have a fart attack or a heart attack over this. You know, you can look at your life and you can go in calm and peaceful with the Lionheart breath, with a slight smile, shoulders back, and say, I got this. If you were to honor, respect, and protect yourself, you'll get through this thing. You will get through it. We are going to win. They are liars. You cannot believe anything that comes out of the mouth of a politician or anybody in media. Do you get this? If I could go in and put one program into your head, and that is that your family's lying to you, your friends are lying to you, the government's lying to you, the medical system's lying to you. God, for God's sakes, I'm probably lying to you. But I'm not lying about one thing. You have it within inside of you. You have everything you need. The hero that you want to come and save you, go look in the mirror. That's you, and it'll only be you. The practitioner that you want go look in the mirror. It's you. The love of your life is in the mirror. And I'm not telling you that you don't love your kids. I'm not telling you don't love your wife or your husband or the dog. But if you don't love yourself first and foremost, then you'll never know what needs need to be met on this planet to have a life that you can become the light for your family and everybody else. If I don't look after myself on a nutritional, emotional, and mental level, how can I ever even attempt to look after anybody else? It's not going to happen. So, you know what I really like? This is the way it's been since I've gotten into health. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. And then guess what? 6 months, a year later, I don't know why, but they found the money and the time, and it went from stage 1 to stage 4 in cancer. Or before they just had a limp, now they're in a wheelchair, but now they found the money, now they found the time. So you've been programmed to have very little value or no value. If I come into your house, I will definitely see where the money is being spent. And if it's not being spent on you, not spent on me, don't spend it on me. You could go into my library and you're going to get more health information than you're going to get from most people that'll charge you $10,000. And that's the bottom line. Go and test me. Go and challenge me. I'm putting out videos all the time. I'm doing trainings all the time. Listen, if we were truly brothers and sisters, then we would totally learn how to honor, respect, and love ourselves so that we can honor and respect every one of our brothers and sisters around the world. Because guess what? You don't see everybody else that's suffering in Australia, in London, England, or anywhere else in Asia right now. There's places where they're only allowed to go out for 1 hour a day, and it can only be to the grocery store. So understand something, that's the harvest right there. Now, do these people know how to keep their calm? Do they know how to find peace in the amidst chaos? No. Do you? No, you don't. There might be a few people on here, but most people don't. Let me tell you something. My practitioners are calling me up going blah, 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 blah. And I go, no, it's not happening. So I'm actually going to be teaching and doing a doc demo with a practitioner. Her name is Sharon. And we're going to be teaching you, and I'm going to be putting up in when are we going to put it up? This weekend? Yeah, this weekend. So I'm going to teach you about therapeutic vomiting. Okay, you better get into this one. Because understand, most of you are swallowing crap that you should never swallow. And you can't digest it, because how do you digest a lie? How do you digest where they're taking away your freedom, where they're taking away your health, where they're taking away your health, your wealth? And the reality is guess what? We've never totally been free on this planet, just so you know. We've always been ruled, schooled, and fooled. And the reality is this. This is our challenge to rise, okay? This is our challenge to rise. And no matter how many people follow me, I don't want anybody following me. I didn't mean it that way. But how many people decide to buy into being a braveheart, it doesn't matter. It can be 1, it could be 100, it could be 1,000, it could be 10,000. But the reality is this. I'm going to make sure that I stay in the moment and that I love every moment of my life, that I am connected to my breath and I love my day. And you can believe this or not, but I am not going to suffer for you. I am not going to suffer for you when you're suffering, because you've been taught that the more I suffer, the more I love my family. And the more I suffer, the more I stress out, the more I'm on the ball. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you when I'm on the ball. When I realize that I am the brave heart of my life, when I'm calm, connected to my breath, and when I don't lose it. Do you ever notice every time that you're not calm and you don't feel strong, you make really dumb decisions? You even break things, you lose things? How's your relationship with yourself right now? How's the relationship with your family? How's the relationship with the world? My relationship with the world is just fine, because the world is the trees, the birds, the bees. It's the air I breathe, the sun that gives me nourishment. I'm going to focus on those things that give me pleasure. Okay? I am going to focus on those things that give me pleasure, not the things that create dis-ease in me. And as I said earlier in my one-a-day today, you're not going to ever hear about Dr. Wolf having a fart attack, heart attack, or any other disease, okay? Because I'm going to stay at ease, because I'm going to be selfish enough to love myself and know that suffering for other people is not being a light in this dark tunnel right now. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Let's go through some of the slides here. And I'm going to talk about some new things about Ixtapa and some things that I know. But just know this, everyone, that you had enough time to prepare. The rule in the universe is they have to warn you that they're going to steal your money. They have to warn you they're going to steal your health. And they got to warn you that they're going to steal your family. And they've been doing it. And you don't believe it. So that's where it is. So are you going to hold the line? I hope you do. So let's go into our slideshow here. So the first slide is come stay with us, come heal with us. And I'm going to tell you something. That's exactly what it means. We are looking for leaders, and we're looking for people that maybe they don't feel like a leader today, but we're looking for people that say, there's so much more in here. There's so much more in here. I just want somebody to open me up into that beautiful flower. And that's all my job is. My job is just to open you up, and then you become the leader of your life. That's the deal. So if you take a look here, take a look at the next slide, you'll see that we have our toll-free numbers for Doc of Detox, okay? So we have our 800 number. If you want me, you call extension 5. Now, if anybody calls me up and says, I've called you 3 times and I'm really upset, well, let me tell you. You can ask the people that come on. I'm going to be bringing Kinga on. She's the head of our marketing. And she will tell you that some days I take 100 calls probably, 150 calls. I try to get back to everybody I can. I shoot videos. I do all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to show you that I might be just a human being, but we can be the hero of our story. So if you're trying to get in touch with me, you have to leave a message for one thing, and it'll be handed to me. And if you really want to get in touch with me and you don't want to wait, you keep calling back. Because the squeaky wheel gets the grease. And that's what happens in life. And that's what's going to happen in the next few years. Are you willing to be the squeaky wheel to get to grease? Because that's what you're going to need to do. Okay? So anyways, can you bring that back up? Thank you. So if you want the order desk, you can go to extension 1 or extension 2. But if you want me, call me. And if you you can call one of my master trainers as well, okay? We have fulfillment centers in United States, Pennsylvania, California, Texas, and in Canada, we have the most beautiful fulfillment center that we just opened, and we ship worldwide from there, okay? Overseas, you can call us on WhatsApp or FaceTime, and you can call 250-215-8004, or you can Skype us at DOD Helpline, okay? And you will be getting, that's how you get your orders, right? And let's move on to the next one, okay? Here's the deal. Rules of engagement if you decide you want to come to Mexico. First thing is, if you're coming for treatment or training or certification, please get a perfect day consultation. Anybody that's coming for a personal treatment and training, I will refund your consultation to you because it's going to help us out. You're going to help everybody out if you get a perfect day consultation and you actually start doing what we ask you. If you have the perfect day diet, you do the exercises, you do some of the nutritionals. If you don't want to do any of the nutritionals, just do the diet and do the exercise part and do the breathing techniques and the braveheart techniques, because I need you to reduce your inflammation and reduce the infection so you come and have the best holiday of your life. And that's what you want, right? Don't you want the best holiday of your life? And don't you want a training that will change your life for the rest of your life? And this I promise you. But if you could prepare yourself, like if you knew you were coming in 2 weeks, get a perfect day consultation. The other thing is fly Aeromexico. That's the best one. They do not want a PCR test right now. There's no quarantining. There's no mask except if you're not eating or drinking. So you will have to wear the mask. And if you want to get yourself a great mask, get yourself a mask from True, TRU47, that's it. TRU47.com. Okay, it's going to cost you about $47, but this mask, when you breathe, you're taking in silver ions, okay? So you're not taking in fiber particles or nanoparticles or chemicals, okay? All right, there's no PCR test, there's no spit test needed to fly there. On the way home, we will make sure that you get a spit test to return, okay? They cannot detain you when you return home if you know the rules. Now, I'm not saying that the rules aren't going to change, because I'm going to tell you something. If people don't stand up and say no, then guess what? Majority rules. And if the majority of fools, okay, get to rule what's going on, then guess what? We will see the greatest enslavement on this planet this time around, okay? All right. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Oh, wait, no. Can you bring that up on my screen, please? Right here? Drake? Yeah. Computer, great. Okay, so just so you know, if you want to make reservations, okay, there's the toll-free number, 888-492-9492, and that's for Ixtapa Palace, all right? I can tell you right now, if you get a room there, and the rooms are beautiful, it's a 3-star hotel, but the rooms are beautiful, and you're going to pay $45 a night, okay? And I'm going to get this right off the table right now, guys. I'm not telling you that Mexico's not going to be affected, but I'm going to tell you this, that we are not going to be infected. We're going to have a lot of like-minded people. We're going to have Ixtapa Palace. It's our own area. It's where we get to be. Now understand something. This is going to affect the whole world. This is what happens when you fall asleep at the wheel, and when 20,000 people can strategize together for over 250 years, not the same people, but the same families, and they can actually hog-tie 7 billion people. Isn't that something? Can you bring that back up for me, please? So, and if you're outside of USA, then you can call, there's a toll-free number, 1-321-209-7096. And if you want, you can call on WhatsApp, 518-444-4118, okay? All right. Or you can email you can see the address there, ixtapa@docofdetox.com. All right, next slide. So here we go. We are going to be doing our first course October 9th, okay? So on October 9th, It'll be 9 days, the course, and the first day is an orientation day where we're going to get together, show you around, and then we'd like to actually take you out to the island, Ixtapa, which I'm going to show you, and we'll go snorkeling, okay? And we'll go see some 12-foot crocodiles. How's that? So the first course is October 9th, and it goes for 28 days. You could just come for 22 days, and what we have is we have 9 days, like the first day be an orientation day, then 8 days of the whole life coach certification. Then there's a day break, and then we have 11 days of the Wolf non-surgical, and there's a break halfway through. And then after that's over, we have a 1 day break, and then we like people to stay for another 5 days. We're in the morning. We will get up together, and we will chat for 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at night. We want to make sure when you go back, you are emotionally, physically, and financially stable. So we need to repeat things long and strong enough, because the only reason why you have the personality you do is because you repeated it enough. Whether you like it or not, you repeated it enough. So we have to go in there and repeat, and watch out for your subconscious mind to try to rule, school, and fool us and you. And we need to just hold the line the whole time you're there. Nope, say it differently. Nope, say it differently. Say it in a way that you're honoring yourself. Remember something, if I were to give you a love band, and you were to just do this, okay, and you were to do this 30 times an hour, and you did that every hour that you were awake, and you did that for 33 days, and all you were doing was, I'm the brave heart of my life. 3, 2, 1, I got this. You would be in the present moment all the time. If you're in the present moment, that's how you create a life. That's why they can get you. They got you so scared. They got you running. They're giving you more BS than you can swallow. That's why you're sick to your stomach. And you know it's not true, but it doesn't matter if it's not true. Your mind will take it on, and it will destroy you. You'll dump enough adrenaline and cortisol into you to make you so sick that if you didn't have cancer or an autoimmune disease, you will in a few months from now, if you don't learn to have faith in you, belief in you. Okay, so anyways, that's our first course, and then we'll have another course November the 6th, and it'll run the same. And the reality is why we're doing that is we're having 2 courses like that, and then we're having a course in January, another one in February, and another one in March. Because we have people coming this whole time. They're coming the whole time. They're going to come and take their 3 courses, and then they're going to help train the last 2. And guess what? They leave master trainers, which means that they can go back home and they can go and certify, and they can do personal treatment and trainings, and we will refer to them. And if you become a master trainer, you'll go up on my website, your picture, your clinic, the bio on you, and then when people go, it'll be find a practitioner around the world. And then they'll click on you, and that's what we're going to do for you. And we're not just going to do that. We're going to do a lot more for you. You'll see that in a second. So even if you don't want to take a course, you don't want to come for treatments, you don't want to take a personal treatment and training, if you just want to come out and hang with us in the morning for 2 hours when we do the talks, or you want to come out to fire and talk with us and just enjoy yourself down there, just do it. There are no rules. Let's break all the rules. The only rule that I want everyone to come is this: love, honor, and respect yourself first and foremost, so that you do it with everybody else there, okay? And know this: come and learn so that you can be the leader of your life. Make sure that whatever you're doing, that you're investing into yourself so that you have no authority over you on this planet. No authority over you on this planet, okay? Be your own authority. All right, next. So you can see, like I just said, January 14th, February 12th, March 13th. And understand something. If they do a lockdown, whoop-de-doo-dah day. You know, usually we have about 30 people in our course, maybe 30 to 35. And if I have 5 people or 4 people or 3 people in the course, we're going to run it anyway. Because guess what? It's about staying the course. It's about moving forward. It's about integrity. Okay? So just so you know that. So don't worry, anybody. I'm not going to let you down. I'm going to be there. I would never let you down if humanly possible, spirit possible, I'll be there. Okay, if you take a look, remember what I said? I'd like you to stay not just the 22 days, but if you could stay 28, There's 6 life enhancing days. Now, why are they so life enhancing? Well, because after this whole 22-day course, what if you were to just hang out with yourself? What if you were to just swim in the ocean, go for walks? What if you were to meet with us 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours at night at the fire pit? Do you think that that would make a change in your life in 6 days? Do you think that that would cement things in for you? I know this is the way I'd want it if I was doing it. Okay? Let me see here. Can you bring that, can the slides come down a little bit? Can you come and change that? I can't read it because of the screen. Mm-hmm. You're either going to have to do that or bring it up here on this one, please. Mm-hmm. Just keep it up on this one. All right? Okay, so personalized treatment and training. You're on the wrong one. Personalized treatment and training, thank you. Or online consultation. So here's what I'm trying to tell you, okay? Is that if we get into a situation where they're trying to stop you from coming to us, we will actually do a personal treatment and training online consultation, which means like if you had a joint problem somewhere in your body, we're going to take 2 hours and we're going to show you everything that you need to do to reverse it yourself. And I'm going to tell you something. There's nobody better in the world in body work than my practitioners. And you might think that that's really big of me, but the reality is I already know it. Okay? How many other practitioners will come out of a training after 11 days and give a money-back guarantee that they will go further with any type of physical condition after you've gone to all these other practitioners? And I will support them by saying that I will pay the money back. Because understand something, we do understand how to reverse joint, muscle, organ problems faster than anybody else. And I know it's a big thing to live up to, but when you've got something, don't be afraid to tell people that you know what you're doing, because that's what you need to do. You need to talk for yourself, not with ego, but talk with pride. Stand in your power. So anyways, we'll come online and we'll do a 2-hour with you if you've got a knee problem, ankle problem, or some problem, a skin problem. It'll only take us 2 hours to go through your perfect day consultation and go through the physical therapy of the things to do, like maybe shot glass, clapping, or how you can use some of our Wolf non-surgical technique to go in and help yourself. So it's real life training for massive take action, self-healing. So we want to unleash the practitioner within. If we were to unleash the practitioner within everyone around the world, we wouldn't be in this mess. You're only in this mess because you think you're too stupid. They made you think you're too stupid to look after yourself. Well, really, seriously, how many natural health practitioners actually turn people's problems around on a permanent basis? Well, you can't do that if you're treating. You've got to train every patient to be their own practitioner. And nobody drives this home more than I do. Nobody. Because I'm telling you, after being in this business for 42 years and listening to all the failures, the crying, and the money wasted, it's enough. And then just think about this. The majority of the population is still using medical care as health care. And look what they base this whole thing on. So don't tell me that we can't be programmed, because we can. Next slide. These are the different treatments that you can come and get personal treatment and training on, okay? But you see all these different treatments? I know you're not going to believe this, but not just this page. Look at the next page, okay? See there, the next page? If you look at the next page, these are all the things that you will know how to turn around after you've come 11 days. Now, I'm telling you, anybody that's coming to the Wolf Non-Surgical course, if you're not coming to the 8-day training prior to it, okay, the whole life coach, you are going to stumble somewhat. You are still going to leave a better practitioner than anybody that lives around you 200 kilometers. And I will give you that, and I will tell you that, and I will back that up. But the reality is, if you don't understand that where the mind goes, the body follows, that thoughts are everything, and then if you don't want to learn how we store thoughts and have issues in our tissues, and why a certain breast cancer happens, or why ovarian cancer, or why do we have a shoulder problem? Why do we continually have migraines? We are spirit, light, energy beings, okay? And when our frequency is out of place, okay, and we don't know how to process our emotions, they must get stored in our tissues, and that makes issues in our tissues. I mean, from a pimple to a tumor, I mean, you didn't learn, did you? Oh, pimples. Oh, everybody gets them. No, that's not true. Everybody gets them that has hormonal imbalance, take a look at any teenager and take a look at their diet, for God's sakes. If they had a clean diet, they're not going to have pimples. And if you had a clean diet and you knew how to love and honor and respect yourself, you're not going to have tumors either. Seriously. Let's get over that one. Okay, real quick. So this is our personal treatment and training. And what we do is we do 6 different personal treatment and trainings. I'm not going to go through them. You can go to the personal treatment and training guide in my library and you can read about it. We're still working on the guide, filling in all the pieces, but you'll be able to eventually go to personaltreatmentandtraining.com, and we're building a funnel so everybody understands everything. But understand, I've got like 4 people working on this right now. But it doesn't mean we've got all the trainings down pat. It's all the marketing that we're kind of weak in. All right. So we've got whole body joint restoration. That means that we're going to teach you that there's not a joint in your body that will be paining or have arthritis or have any calcification problems when we get done. We're going to teach you how to get the calcium back into the bones, how to turn the tendons, the ligaments, and the cartilage back into beautiful tissue. Okay, and that's my promise. Number 2, couples training and treatment. And this is an emotional, nutritional, and body work. Now, both of these courses are 6 days. They can be longer if people want to stay longer, do more, but that's usually what they are. Perfect Pain-Free Pregnancy is 10 days, where we show you how to, okay, so here's the deal. I haven't met, and I know they're out there, but I haven't met a couple that knew how to actually love themselves, love each other, and have a healthy child, and have a healthy pain-free pregnancy. And this is what we teach couples, and we've been doing it for years, okay? And even couples that, you know, they have infertility problems. Don't come to us if you don't want to get pregnant, okay? All right. So I'm going to tell you, because you will, because it's a scar tissue issue, it's an energy issue, it's a quality issue of the tissues in your body and the fluids. All right. So the next one is athletic deep tissue body work training. Now this is mainly for athletic trainers. This is for athletes, professionals. Okay. Next one is Wolf Non-Surgical personal treatment and training. We have people that will come with a caretaker, and they don't come with a partner, or they come by themselves. And this is where we'll teach them the whole Wolf Non-Surgical so that they can do it on their friends, on their family. And then with that one, we will have an extra body that we have come into the picture so they can work on the master trainer plus on the extra body. So we've tried to think about everything in every way that we can help people to become and unleash the practitioner from within. All right. So what comes with every personal treatment and training? Well, you'll get the patient 400-page non-surgical step-by-step how to do the body work, and then you'll get a 300-page called the Perfect Day Guide, which will give you more information on how to assess yourself and someone else. It'll give you recipes about blender drinks, salads, how to eat right, how to think right. Okay, 300 pages. And you'll be able to, I know you may not believe me, but when you get it, you also get the Perfect Day Guide when you do a Perfect Day consultation with us, and it's only $150. And when you do a consultation with us, guess what? You'll actually have unlimited lifetime support. Why? Well, because it's like a language. We need to keep on teaching you until you know how to speak that language. Once you know how to speak the language of self-love and self-care, you don't need me. You're going to want somebody that can take you further, okay? Or teach you something else, because we are human beings and we search for adventure. Once we learn something, we get bored. We want to learn something else. So this whole thing about failure, let me tell you something. I fail every day, because every day I want to take something new on, and I'll fail at it until I perfect it. And once I perfect it, I'm on to something else. So you are not a failure. You are not a failure. And understand, we can teach anybody. So there, like I said, with the Perfect Day consultation, you can see how you can get there. But with a Perfect Day consultation, you will get our guide. You'll get an hour audio from us from the consultation. You'll get the perfect day from the minute you wake up until you go to bed. How you think, how you drink, how you eat, how you treat yourself, and how you treat others. This is what we're out to do. And you're going to see all that support in our guide, okay? And then you're going to have your master trainer and me. I give my extension out, number 5. So there's got to be something. Either we're teaching people or they're scared to call me. So once you learn enough and you got your groove, but then there'll be other people that will, guess what they do? They can't follow through on anything. Now why? Well, because they're lazy. They're lazy. No, they're not. They're not lazy. They're programmed. So understand something. This is why we got to learn the braveheart stuff, right? As soon as you start to do something, right, and you make a little mistake, you're not going to go in and beat yourself up. You're going to go 3, 2, 1, I got this. Because as soon as you do that, you don't go into the subconscious part of your brain and kick the crap out of yourself for 3 hours, 3 days, or 3 years. You'll be right here. No, I got this. If you need to walk away from something for a few minutes, take a deep breath, come back. You're going to learn it. The difference between somebody who is a genius and not a genius is the person that understand they weren't procrastinating. The subconscious, okay, derailed them. And you didn't know that. So depending on your parents, depending on the school, depending on the church you went to, or the people you hung around with, will depend on your programs. And it's programs that run us. So if you could just, stay here, stay here. This is a hug, right? Snug as a hug, the Braveheart Love Band. This is a kiss. You better start making love to yourself, and you better start caring for yourself. And you need to understand something. Until you have total self-value, you'll never have total healing. You can't have one without the other. They come as a team. All right. So, things to do before you come to Ixtapa if you're thinking about it, okay? Not saying you are, but if you are, get a perfect day consultation, like I said already, okay? And if you're getting a certification or a personal treatment and training, I will pay you back for the consultation, because you're not just helping yourself, you're helping us. Because we're going to be more successful with you if you've already, started gentle baby steps on loving yourself. All right? And products will not be sold in Mexico, okay, at this time, okay? And I'll tell you why. Because they charge almost 20%. And unless I can get around that, I'm not going to do it. I will have daily cleansing tea in bulk. I will have Black Diamond. Now understand something, everyone. Black Diamond is the purest and the highest concentrate of humic fulvic on this planet. We have went beyond anyone else. If you don't believe me, go watch the humic fulvic video. If you go into the humic fulvic guide, okay? If you go into the humic fulvic guide in the library, watch the humic fulvic video with John, or just go to store.docofdetox.com, click on any humic fulvic product, and you'll see the video. Watch the video. It's only 40 minutes, and you're going to find out that nobody makes humic fulvic like us in the world. And I can stand behind this. And there's the new packaging. Okay? Let me just put it the right way. There it is right there. That's the new Black Diamond, okay? It's light, and guess what? This is more powerful than any humic fulvic on the planet. And it is. I'll stand up for that. And all you do is take a little stick, open it up. When you put it in the water, it actually, you'll see it. It's like magic. It almost stirs itself. So you don't have to carry a whole bunch of product. And the other thing is you do know that when I'm leaving on the 4th, I'll get there on the night of the 4th, and then my containers don't come until around probably the 15th to the 19th. As soon as they come, we unload. We're going to set up. You're going to find out what we have here for you. Okay? So anybody comes earlier, please don't be impatient with me. I promise you that everything I promise, I will follow through on. But right now, you have no idea what we've been through. We have paid like $40,000 more than we should have if the world was not corrupt. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? And the reality is we're going to make this happen one way or the other. Because at the end of the day, we don't do this for the money. We do it for the passion and the purpose. Of course, we need to make money to do all this and build all this. But think about it. The time that you've always been the happiest is when you were on the adventure, not when you got there. So when I accomplish all this, it's not when I got there. So understand something. You may not believe this, but I want COVID to be an adventure for you. Could you do that for me? Could you make COVID an adventure? And you're not going to be able to do that if you respect or believe in government. If you believe in authority, you're not going to. You have to rebel, and you have to go back into yourself and honor and respect yourself. And that's what it is. I have no respect for government. I don't disrespect them because they don't exist for me. They don't exist. They might come knocking at my door, but the reality is they don't exist in my life. Did you ever meet somebody that was very nasty to you? Well, you either hated them or you forgot about them and you stayed away from them. So why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you understanding that all they do is lie? Let's move on and let's make paradise every day. Okay, so let me see here. So I will have the daily cleansing tea and the black diamond there. I can't do any more than that, but those are crucial. So that's why I want you to do a perfect day consult. And if you need specific products for your condition, I want you to bring them. And if you don't want to bring any products, don't do it. If you don't want to buy any products, don't do it. We are never going to tell you to do anything. We're going to tell you what we would do if we were in your situation and nothing else. Okay? Things to bring to Ixtapa. Well, I'd bring a structured water unit. Okay? We will have structured water in the hotel and in the pools. As soon as my container gets there, all the pools will be structured. All the water in your hotel will be structured. You'll be able to drink straight from the tap, I promise. You will never have a sick tummy, ever, okay? The other thing, I'd bring belly button therapy kit. I'd bring a clapper. I'd bring a shot glass because you're going to learn all this. I'd bring DMSO cream and gel because if you're going to be getting deep tissue work, we need that. I'd be bringing Pain Away, Muscle Restore, and peppermint as essential oils. I'd be bringing lavender if you need a more gentle one to sleep. I'd be bringing an enema bucket and some enema coffee because, listen, when you're doing the diet where I'm going to show you that we're going to put you on, and you're doing the enemas, I'm going to tell you, and if you're doing the work that we do down there, we're going to do, let's just put it this way. For every week, it'll be like anywhere from 6 months to a year of therapy. How's that? And you can hold me to the fire on this, and I guess it's all on video now, so now I'm toast, right? No, I'm not, because you are amazing. All we got to do is just show you that you are, and you're going to unleash. You know what? You're only as healthy, wealthy, or happy depending on your beliefs. So there it is, right there. And you know why the rich are rich? Because they have a rich belief. That's all. And do you know why we struggle? Because we have struggle beliefs. And then you can tell me, no, I was raised in a family that didn't da-da-da-da-dee. Well, you should have been in my family, okay? You want to meet a family that was mixed up and screwed up? My family, just like your family, like everybody's family. We all have a story. The reality is do you want to tell a new story or do you want to tell his story? Okay? Seriously. Okay. Now, things to bring. So let me see, where was I? An enema bucket, coffee. I would bring an induction hot plate. There's no hot plate if you want to heat up things. You do have a coffee maker. There is a microwave. Thank you very much. I don't want it myself. You do have a small fridge in almost all the rooms. And but I would bring an induction plate or buy one. They're like $49 from Canadian Tire or from any of these other hardware stores. And that means if you put your hand on it, you don't burn it. But if the pot goes on it, it'll boil it, right? So, but you can get yourself a burner if you want, if you're going to be staying there longer. We have a lot of people coming for a year, believe it or not. Okay. So any products for your personal perfect day protocol, you want to think about bringing them. Okay. This is just for everybody to understand. I know that there's people around the world that can't go anywhere. In November, I will give you the date. I'll have the date by next Tuesday's meeting. Okay. I'm going to be doing a 3-day Healthy to 100 live. It's called, you can go to healthy to100live.com, and it's a 3-day training. And this 3-day training is to wake up and shake up, okay, the sleepwalkers, or to wake up the people that are wanting to wake up. And it's going to be very inexpensive because we want to show people that, you know, put your toe in. You'll see that learning how to love and care for yourself is not a dangerous game. It's just something that your subconscious has been trained to run away from. There's where we are. You see the little red balloon? Okay. So we're closer to Guatemala, and we're on the Pacific side. And just so you know, the water is warmer there than anywhere else in Mexico. and the beach is beautiful. I'm going to show you some things right now. So there's the airport. That's an international airport. You used to be able to fly directly from most cities in North America there. We have to fly from Canada with Aeromexico into Mexico City, and then we'll fly there, which is about a 2-hour flight, okay? Next one. It's $22. Next one, Drake. It's $22 by cab. It's $8 by shuttle. I am going to try to organize something eventually. I just got to get on the ground, okay? I've been to Ixtapa a few times. I need to get on the ground, organize things. Eventually, we want to red carpet you. We want to treat you like family, and I truly mean that. We want you to show that you are worthy, you are respected. So for now, I do have a gentleman. His name is Charlie, and if anybody wants his number, he won't rip you off. I mean, there was a guy named Victor, and I said, oh, okay, Victor, da-da-da. Yeah, I can go out there. How much you charging? Oh, 70 US. No, that's not happening, okay? It's not happening. Just know that you're being protected. So I sent Charlie out, and so now Charlie is helping my friend George Roach. Does anybody know George Roach? He is one of the head guys for Human Rights Canada. And we're going to be doing a show called Health, Wealth, and Freedom. And we'll be doing our first show in 2 weeks at the Crystal Mountain Studio. And that's what I'm calling my new studio there. So we're going to be doing that together. Anyways, so Charlie's helping him with the pool, helping him with his wife with the groceries, helped him to find a nanny for the girls. So understand something. We got you covered. You know what? And I had them be there to meet them. So, I mean, you know, it's the way it goes. So you need to let me know what you need, what you want. My extension is 5, or my WhatsApp number is 250-801-5893. And understand something. If you just see you're coming for a holiday, we're still here for you 100%. It's not about anything except sharing, caring. And if we had that, we wouldn't be in this right now. Okay. All right. There's Ixtapa Palace. You can go online if you want to check it out at ixtapapalace.com. This is the reception. Okay, and here's all the pricing. So you can go back and watch the video if you want, but you'll see it's $45 a night. Gets cheaper with more people, and it also gets cheaper the longer you stay. Okay? All right? And these are special rates for Doc of Detox people. You don't need to come have a treatment. You don't have to do a personal treatment and training. You don't owe me anything. Just call them and tell them that you're part of the Doc of Detox group, okay? All right, so there's the long-term stays. The pricing is all there. And if you want, and you're going to stay long, come stay for a little bit. And then if you want, get yourself an apartment. We'll have people that will help you find an apartment or whatever you want to do. There are no rules. You don't have to do anything for me or for us. We're there to do it for you, because wouldn't it be great to have a bunch of people to come together to believe in love, self-care, and know how to live in the moment and walk around with a slight smile and know that life is not about suffering. It's about caring for ourselves first and foremost, so we can show that to each other. All right? Doc of Detox treatments will not be active, okay, until the 1st of October. I'm talking about I need time to set this up, guys, properly. So people want to come for cell sonic. They want to come for the infrared. They want to come for all kinds of stuff. But the reality is, I will have some master therapists there that will be able to work on people that are already there. I'm just trying to tell you that the rest of the setup isn't there. My massage chairs, my massage tables, everything is not going to be there. But if you want to get work and you're already there, give us a call and we'll book you in, and we'll use your bed, or we'll use a bed in another hotel, in another room, okay? And we'll set it up. We'll work on you. We'll start those who are suffering, or those who want to feel better, all right? Okay, so here it is. So there's the juicer we bought. That little thing is $30,000. I'm only saying that we wanted to get the best juicer because we want to make a lot of juice, but it first grinds the juice up and then it juices it so we don't damage any enzymes or any water-soluble vitamins. And it makes a lot quick. So what's going to happen here, I don't even have the pricing. So that's why I need to hit the ground on September the 4th. We're going to have all organic vegetables and fruit for you. We're going to have two large, come on, oh boy, blenders. What are they called again? I have been going too fast, too hard here. Can you bring it up here so I can see it?
Vitamix.
Yeah, so we're going to have two professional Vitamixes. So, and we've got already two ladies that are going to be hired, and we're going to be juicing. We're going to be doing blender drinks of fruit, and we're going to be doing vegetable juicing, and we're going to do orange juicing and lemon and lime, and we're going to have coconut meat for you, coconut milk for you. We're going to have avocado for you. We're going to have guacamole with veggie dip. I'm telling you right now, if you think you need more food, you're crazy. That you just need more food because you love the experience of eating. You do know, guys, that we are spiritual beings, and we came down here to learn how to master emotions. Now, I'd like everybody to just say, how are you doing from 1 to 10? Okay, so just know this, that, are you ready for this? You may not believe this, but 98% of the population is only in the present moment, 2 to 5% of the day. Yeah, that's why there's COVID when there's not. Okay, so just so you know that. So we can be so easily programmed because we don't know how to stay connected to our breath and in the present moment. So there it is. All right. Now, these aren't really good pictures of the charts, but these charts, okay, if you see these, when you see them, they are beautiful. If you want to purchase them, they'll be up online, okay, and the charts are actually, they're 11 by 17, okay, and they're laminated, and I'll tell you, this is what it took me probably, honestly, working on it, then leaving it, then working on it. It took me 3 months. So these charts, there's lots of practitioners waiting for them. And just know this, they will be up on sale by Monday or Tuesday. And if you buy both, it's $50, and that includes the shipping. If you buy one, it's $30, okay? All right? Just so you know. Oh, and by the way, when you see my studio, I'm getting one, and mine is 8 by 4, okay? And then the other one is, the digestive tract is 2.5 feet by 4, so that everybody, I can really explain things and show things. And that's going to be going up in my studio. And if any of the practitioners that are on here right now or want to be practitioners, if you're interested in one, tell me the size you'd want, and then we will get it ordered for you. And you may not believe it, but we're not going to charge you extra, okay? Just the work of sizing it, getting it ready, and then you can utilize that in your clinic. But for most people, most practitioners, I would just start here and see what you think. But understand, we try to make this as easy as possible and as efficient as possible for you to be able to train yourself and your patients. So just know this, anybody that comes and you're taking a personal treatment and training or a certification, or you're there for more intensive treatments, you will get 2 hours of energy medicine free every day, okay? All right? And that's with the Bioptron, that's with the Avicin. I won't go into what they do, but the Bioptron is a full spectrum, it's a full spectrum fullerene lens light, and it is the greatest healing light on the planet. It truly is. There's a lot of different lights, but nothing like this. The Avicin will increase your circulation by 67%. There's no other device that'll do it. You can also use the Sentient Element, and the Sentient Element is the strongest PEMF device on the planet, and we can put any frequency in. So if there's a new virus that comes out, all we have to do is, it's a negative frequency. We'll just match the frequency with a positive frequency to neutralize. And that's all it is in life, is that's how we do everything. You do know that, right? People will call me up and go, oh my gosh, there's mercury in your product, Dr. Wolf. And I'll go, yes, it's a natural mercury. And when you take that in, it pushes out mercury. People don't get that. They don't know for every negative, there's a positive on this planet, okay? All right. So the Sentient Element, we will be able to put it on your phone. So if you've got a phone, as soon as you get there, one of my trainers will actually put the program on the phone. You will go, we will find you the right frequencies, And then you can go and use this twice a day if you want. Okay? All right. Next thing is, this is the most powerful, and this is. These two are the most powerful red light therapy that I think on the planet that I could find. The one is a seat. So just think if you've got like bowel problems, got hip problems, you got an ovarian problem, you've got a uterus problem, you've got infertility, you got a prostate problem, you got a bladder problem, okay? Or you just had work done on you. How do you think that's going to feel? When I sit on one, I have one for my home, right? And when I sit on this, that goes up about 10 inches into your belly. You can feel it. You can feel it going right up into your rectum. You can feel it going right into your pelvis, okay? So that's what you want. Very powerful red light therapy. And then the other one you can use by standing up, or you can lay down on the table, and everybody will be taught how to use these things, so you'll be a self-server, okay? All right. The other thing I just want to tell everyone, that we will have the most in-depth, okay, non-invasive screening of thermography. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is, when you come in, we want to do with everyone is test them. It will tell us where the inflammation is in your body. You'll be able to tell us too, but the reality is it will tell us if there's precancer cells or if there's any cancer cells. Then we will do our therapy, and we will do our therapy even just for one day if you want, and we will show you how powerful our therapy is, okay? And how you're reducing your inflammation. Because remember something, inflammation is what every autoimmune disease is caused from. First infection, then inflammation. But if you don't know how to look after yourself and you dishonor yourself on an emotional level, the highest inflammation is called cancer. That's all it is. It's just inflammation out of control, and you've worked really hard to kill yourself on an emotional level. Now, understand something. You didn't do it consciously. You did it subconsciously. And this is why they don't want you to learn things like we teach you in the Whole Life Coach certification. You know, when we do the Whole Life Coach certification, we'll have about probably 30, 35 people come. And about 10 of those people will be people that don't care about the certification. They just want their life back. So understand, you change your mind, you change everything. You change your personality, you change your reality. Anyways, it's non-toxic, it's non-invasive, and we will be doing that, okay? And that will be ready to go, again, the 1st of October. All right, the next thing is that we also have an infrared mat that you can take, and people will be able to take it and use it. You know, people have actually used this Japanese technology, okay, the wand, but the mat. And I have a friend of mine that's a therapist, and he had a patient where he does similar work that we do, because I actually taught him. And he had a patient where the tumor actually fell off. Do you understand? So that's what happens, okay? Whether it's a pimple, a wart, or anything else, it'll eventually fall off. Okay, and here it is. There's the device we'll be using. So we'll be using many different types of energy medicine. Now, this is called a cell sonic. Drake, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It lags.
Okay. This is called a cell sonic. Now, this is the most powerful energy medicine device in the world. A lot of people talk about MedBed. Haven't seen one yet. Let's see if you can afford to even use it. Let's see if they even invent it. But this one's real. Now, this here, it works off of 25,000 volts. Now, it doesn't come into the body as 25,000 volts that it electrocutes anyone, but it still comes in as 25,000 volts. There's a doctor scientist that actually prove that you could do this, and they've been doing this forever. This will actually take kidney stones and get rid of them, gallstones, but it's not me saying it. This is the work they've done. They've worked on cancer patients and used the cell sonic and found right after the first treatment they couldn't find the cancer. So understand something. Everything in life, now I'm not telling you that this treats cancer. I'm not telling you this cures cancer. I'm telling you that this carries frequencies that tells the cells they no longer have cancer. I'm telling you that we are light energy spiritual beings, and everything is frequency. If you eat a donut, everything from that donut leaves physically. The only thing that's left behind is the frequency. So eventually you'll look like a donut. Because frequency and light is what creates everything. So energy creates matter. E equals MC squared. Einstein taught that, and it's real. So why do you eat? Well, you eat for the frequencies and the light in the food. Well, why don't we just use energy medicine? But remember something, the greatest energy medicine tool in your life is yourself, when you learn how to turn yourself on. Let me tell you something. How many moods do you have? How often do you pout? How often do you have a tantrum? How often do you feel depressed? This is you just running programs. You got nothing to be depressed about. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Let me tell you something. You go ahead. You know what? People that are on medication, they're depressed. And you know why they're depressed? Because they terrorize themselves. They panic all the time. They have anxiety all the time. So the brain has to shut down, or you're going to have a seizure or a stroke. So you feel depressed because you believed in the false evidence appearing real. And understand something. Doesn't matter what the crisis has ever been in your life. If you connect it to your breath, put a slight smile on. Even if somebody's in danger, you put a slight smile on, okay? Because you've got to hold the frequency while you're intensely trying to take massive personal action to help yourself and others. And that's what I do. Or else there'd be nothing left of me. Okay. So Cellsonic will be doing treatments there. And for people that are coming for personal treatment and training and certification, they're actually going to get treatments at half price. Okay? All right? Just know that a Cellsonic treatment, you can go anywhere around the world, is $1,000 to $1,500. And the reason why is because the shock heads are expensive and because of the results it gets. Okay? All right. Now, we will also be doing ionic therapy infusion. So we'll be doing Merigen and we'll be doing infusions. And if you know about Merigen, you know that it's the only true ionic calcium in the world, and it also turns on over 120,000 different hormonal chemical things in the body, reactions. And guess what? It is the secret. It's the secret to communicating for your cells, and it is the main communicator in the human body. Second to that is iodine, okay? All right, next, we'll be treating dehydration, but we'll be treating all autoimmune diseases, energy boosting, hangovers, hope you don't have too many of those, immune boosting, okay, stomach flu, all right, but we'll be treating all autoimmune diseases, because autoimmune disease means attacking the body, which means you're attacking yourself. So we'd like to work with you emotionally too, to try to see if we can get you to buy into loving yourself. That'd be really good. Totally, unconditionally loving yourself. So here's a double room. There's a single or couples room with a kitchen, with a kitchenette. And you can see you have the dining room there too. Well, the dining room kitchen anyways. Table. And this I told you to bring was an induction plate. They're small, they're light, okay? If you decide you want to do any cooking, all right? And here, you see this? This is called an upright room sanitizer. And this will sanitize when people come to visit with us. And look, I'm not into the bacterial viral thing. I don't really buy into that. But we're going to have people that are so fearful when they come that this, when we put it into a room, within a couple of minutes, it totally sanitizes their whole condo. And I mean, it totally sanitizes it. Okay? So we'll have that. This is Ixtapa Palace. This is the condo where the rooms are. Here is the pool, waterfalls. That's the big pool. There's another pool in the back. I'll show it to you in a second. This is the whole property. It's not small. They've got water slides there for the kids. And I know they're still working on them. Trust me. COVID has this cold and flu thing has knocked everybody on their butt. Okay? Just think about the hotels that haven't been able to rent out for over a year. And Jose, who owns this hotel, believe it or not, it wasn't the smartest thing to ever do, but he did it. He paid his staff throughout this thing, right? You know, because his staff are family to him. He's owned this for probably, I think, 20 years or 25 years. Okay, next, they've got a floating river here, okay, for the kids or for you if you want to float. All right, if you take a look here, here's another pool that's in the back. It's more private. All the pools will have structured water, okay, which means that it'll be silky smooth and it'll actually heal your skin. Okay, This is my studio. This is where I'll be shooting all my video. Okay? And it's about 30 by 40. So it's going to be big enough to do everything. And it used to be a disco. We got a disco ball. This is where we're going to celebrate and have our dance party after the Whole Life Coach. And after the non-surgical, we'll be having a dance party here. And if we don't do it here, it'll be at the beach. Okay? This is the Ixtapa Resort Gym. All right? And it's the biggest gym within 150 miles. Okay? This is more of the gym. And here's the view from Ixtapa Beach, okay? There it is. Not so bad, eh? And, whoop, let me see here. And there is the view of Ixtapa Island, okay? And there's Ixtapa Island in the daytime. So here's the deal. It takes about 7 minutes, I think about 7-8 minutes to drive to where you catch the little taxi ferry. And then it takes you another about 12 to 15 minutes on the taxi ferry. And then they've got unbelievably great snorkeling there. You can eat fresh fish caught and you can hang out there. Really nice sandy beach. Also, where you go to catch the boat to go over, that's where they have the crocodile sanctuary. And then also they have a turtle sanctuary. And last time we were there, we got to release the turtles, okay? It was really cool. Next. There's Ixtapa Sunset. There's Ixtapa Beach. I'm going fast because I want to try to get through everything today. And they also have a 15-mile bike path. And you see the condition it's in? That's the actual picture of that bike path. Okay? And then you're 15 minutes away, you can go get fresh seafood from the fishermen when they bring it in the morning. And there's a biological dentist about 15 minutes away from Ixtapa. There's her phone number. I see some people trying to write the phone number down. So I'll hold on for a second. Anyways, just mention me because you probably even get a better price. So I tell this story, but I was quoted $3,200 to $3,500 for some dental work. I paid $750 to her, so, okay? All right, we'll move on. That's our training center. We're building a new one, but this is a beautiful one, okay? This will be where we'll be doing our trainings, okay? All right, this is where we'll be doing our trainings. And understand something. When we do these trainings, we'll have these chairs, but we're also going to have bolsters. We're going to have mats there. We're going to have chairs there. So you can lay down, you can sit on a chair or lay down on a bolster. You can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? I just want you to be comfortable, and you will be. You don't have to sit in a chair all day, okay? And we'll be doing lots of different things together, okay? Become a New World Practitioner today. This was our last class. This was only about 3 or 4 weeks ago, okay? And this is Alicia. Okay, Alicia now is a master practitioner. She's coming and she will be helping us teach the October course and the November course. So she will become a master trainer and she will go up on our website where we will advertise her and send her clients. All right. And that's just her getting her crystal trophy. Okay? Okay, so I don't want to go into this too deep, all right? I just want everybody to know that we have a marketing team. We have a graphic team, okay? We will build you your website at cost. We will do your headshots at cost. We will do professional videos for you at cost. I do trainings for free. Or you can join our master training program, which I do every 2 weeks, where it's more intensive training for people who say, I want to be the best practitioner ever. So they can join that. And if you want to do that, it's called masterpractitionertraining.com. And you can join if you want. There is a fee to it. It's not expensive. I found out something that if I didn't charge for this, people didn't take it serious. So once I started, they took it more serious. So here's the deal. And here's the last slide. If it doesn't scare you a little, it's not an adventure. Uncover and discover the genius practitioner from within. Okay, so now what I'd like to do, that's it. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to bring on Kinga and Raf, and I tell you why. I'd like to bring them on. They're part of our team, and they're going to talk to you about what they're going to do when we get there. Understand something. Everybody that's on here, I know there's people on here that want to come for just treatments or just want to come for a holiday and maybe just hang out. But for those people that are coming because they want to learn how to be a practitioner, and I want everybody to understand something. So you can believe it or not believe it, but go take a look at the testimonials of people who came to my courses and then find out that they are booked. Some people are booked 2 and 3 months in advance, and find out that they are making as much money as any professional that's gone to school for 10 or 15 years, okay? And they didn't have to put the cost or the time in. I'm going to tell you something right now, and you can like it or not. I am not approved by the government. I'm approved by the World Organization of Natural Medicine. So if you're looking for me to be approved by the government, that doesn't mean I can't practice. My people practice from all over the world. Remember something, you're living the great illusion that you're not smart enough to become a practitioner and that you have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars or at least $50,000 to $100,000. And then you got to go to school for years and then you may not even make it. That's not true. This has all been a grand illusion. If you've never watched my Medical Mafia, video, then you don't even know what's going on. You don't realize that just 140 years ago, everybody was becoming practitioners and helping everybody out. And then the AMA came in, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, and then they squashed 120 universities and colleges that were teaching natural medicine within 10 years. And now all we know is medical health, and medical health is not health. So I'm done. I just want everybody to understand something. Don't cut yourself short. There's a genius inside of you. Raf, are you there? Kinga?
I'm here. Hey guys, how's it going? Kinga had to step away for a moment, so hopefully she'll be back soon. But a little introduction. I see some familiar faces here from one of the previous meetings. I met some of you in person that took the all scores, so welcome back. It's gonna be great to see you again in Ixtapa. I'm looking forward to it. But as a little background of why King and I are here, why I'm here right now. We've known Daryl for, I think we met him about 6 or 7 years ago. We really started following his lectures, everything he recommended we started doing, and we improved our life and our health quite a bit. Came to a point where Daryl told us at a PTT, we came to Kelowna for a PTT about 5 or so years ago, and he said, you know what, guys, if you want to change your life for the better, if you want to be healthier, we used to live in Edmonton, so he basically said, you guys have to leave Edmonton and come to Kelowna. So what did we do? We packed up. It took us about 1.5 years to make it happen, but we packed up and moved to Kelowna. And now there was like, hey, let's start a new adventure and start something different and something bigger and better. And we're moving to Ixtapa, to Mexico with him. But the reason I'm on here today is Kinga and I have been running our own businesses for years. I think my first business I started in 1999. So it's been a while. And over the years, we have been helping him a little bit here and there. Right now, we took over the marketing aspect of things for his courses, and we're going to be adding and working a little bit more things in the future as well. But what he asked us to do is, he basically approached us and he goes, Rafael, Kinga, listen, I have amazing people, amazing practitioners that finished my courses, finished my training, and some of them are about to start on their journey and start a business. And they need help with websites. They need help with marketing. They'll need help with sales. And he asked us if that's a task that we're willing to take on. So, he helped us over the years. Here is Kinga. We're just gonna, there we go. We have to get a little bit closer. We're in a small little condo because we sold everything. We packed everything. Everything's gone. But back to the story. So he asked us, can you help my practitioners help others? Okay. And so we agreed, and that's why we're here. So we are here to help you grow your business. So quick question for you is, who here is planning on taking the certifications and then going on their own and starting a business? if I could see a raise of hands. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alrighty. Okay, 7, 8. Fantastic.
So I'm not sure.
Oh wow! Oh, we got some
Raising hands.
and awesome. Okay, well, fantastic. Great to see that. Great to hear that. So our goal is to help you start a business, and well, not start a business only, but help you with creating a website. And regardless if you want to do just the whole life coach aspect of things, if you want to do the non-surgical as well, or maybe if you just want to sell some of the products that Daryl offers, we're here to help you do that. Okay. And our goal is to help you build a website and build a marketing engine in 6 weeks. Okay. So how we're going to do that, Kinga? Go wild.
Yes. So basically, we've already had a few practitioners that we were helping with websites. And we did everything one-on-one just to kind of see what everybody needs, what they're looking for, what they struggle with. And every single person that we were building a website for struggled with the exact same thing. And that is writing copy, which is the wording that goes on your website. So that is the one thing that we don't do. We need the wording from you. Otherwise, like if we copied and paste everybody's websites, the wording would be the same. That would not be very good. So we do work with you to help with the wording, but you do need to write it. And every single practitioner fell off the map and said, I can't do this. I'm struggling really hard. I need help. So Raf and I came up with an amazing idea that for all of the practitioners starting October, once the course finishes, we're going to gather everybody that wants to get a website. And what we're going to be doing is actually a 12-week.
6 week.
Sorry. Yes. six week online course, which equates to about 12 hours. So what we're going to be doing is a group setting. We're all going to be doing it together. We'll keep everybody on track so you do not get overwhelmed with writing copy, and you'll discover the meat and potatoes of what you need to get this job done. And by the end of the course, you'll have an about page that's written in a way that your clients can actually relate to you, not just be writing all your qualification and it's very me. There's going to be an SEO crash course so your website ranks higher. We're going to teach you how to build a lead magnet to captivate leads and turn them into clients. There's also you're going to be writing your own promotional campaign as well. Basically everything you need to get this going. And how it's going to be structured is it's going to be about a 2-hour call a week. In the first hour, Raf and I will be kind of teaching you the meat and potatoes of the subject at hand for that particular week. We're going to break into groups. We're going to write stuff out. We're going to be able to ask questions and answers. Then we're going to have homework. And then a week later, we're going to go over the homework together. Anybody that is willing to share what they've written, you'll get critiqued, you'll get on the fly help. And that'll also help everybody else in the group to help with their copy as well. And then after that, we're going to get started on lesson number 2 and hit on repeat until it's all done.
So the plan is, if actually another raise of hands, who here will need a website and help in selling their services? Hand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so quite a bit of you. Okay, fantastic. Okay, good to see. Okay, fantastic. And this is why we did this 6-week course. Because Kinga and I, as Kinga mentioned, it's very hard for us to work one-on-one. To work with us on one-on-one, it's quite pricey and it's out of majority of people's budgets. So we basically said, you know what? Right now we are working with practitioners and things are just taking a little bit too long because we can only take a certain amount of projects if we have to do everything ourselves or with our team. However, we know that once you finish your course, once you get your certification, you go back home, you want to basically hit the ground running. So by combining everybody in a group, we're going to be able to accelerate that process, from 2-3 months to 6 weeks. And as Kinga mentioned, we will set up the website for you. We will design everything for you based on your feedback, based on your preferences. And then a week or two later, we're going to start that 6-week course, and that's where we're going to be starting to create the content. So our goal is to basically have you up and running within 6 to 7 weeks. We're going to have a website. You're going to be able to send people to your site. Kinga and I, we have a team who we're able to help you create business cards, pamphlets, anything you choose to. But basically, if you need help with marketing, sales, we're going to be there for you. Plus, because it's going to be a course, it's going to be a class, you'll start helping each other out as well and sharing information, sharing ideas of what's working, what's not. Because you know what, we can only come up with so many ideas, but once you get a group of people together and you start brainstorming and everybody starts opening up, it's going to be even a better process. So I don't want to take up too much time of your time because it's already we've been on this call for quite a while. We're going to open up for questions for a little bit. So if you could type your questions into the chat, we're going to be monitoring the chat. If you have any questions, one thing I will do is just give me 1 second to speed up the process. For those that are interested, give me 1 sec. I will paste a link in the chat. Okay.
And that is our website.
Yeah, so that's our website. It's still a work in progress because we're starting basically a brand new company, a service to help Daryl's practitioners. Okay.
And just Daryl's practitioners.
So if you go to the website, there's a couple options. If you're interested, fill out this little questionnaire so we get a better understanding of what you're looking for, and then we can give you a little bit of information of how we can help you, what we can offer.
So in case you're wondering like how much things cost, how much long things take, and you're not really ready to take the initial steps, and give us a call or send us an email. On this website, there is a quiz that you can take based on what you're looking for. You're going to get an approximate ballpark of what you're looking at for an investment for the website. And in case you're wondering, the initial one is about the very basic one's about $1,000. The one where most practitioners so far have been is around the mid-range, which is 5,000. And then there is one that is a very high tier, but that is for practitioners who have been in the business for many years. They want to get, their business up to a certain level on income. So majority of the new practitioners are not at that point yet. But the big thing that is included is you're getting a lot of help from us on getting this properly set up. So it's not just a website, it's a revenue making machine, as I'm sure Rafael has mentioned, that'll help you collect leads, how to handle your leads, and it does quite a bit more than just the website.
Because there are two different types of websites. Pamphlet websites, which is basically, here's a pretty picture, look at me. And websites that are actually more of a sales or marketing focused conversion machines that actually make money. And that's what we focus on. A website can be beautiful, but if it doesn't generate sales, if people don't call you to schedule bookings or consults, you just wasted your money. So we're trying to help you to create an investment into yourself for you and for your business. I'm
just wondering, for a hands up, how many of you are actually coming to Ixtapa in October, November? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow, quite a bit. Maybe. Who's the maybe? Hold on. Monica's a maybe? No, come on, Mon. Yes, she's a go.
I think she's still a maybe, Raph. But
awesome.
Also, guys, for all the practitioners that will be signing up in October, more details will to come, but we're going to have a really fun night for all the practitioners signing up for a website. We're going to have a really amazing day. We just need to figure out what day will work, and it is going to be a big surprise for everybody, so I'm not going to say more than that.
Yeah.
Now, I was just wondering, you guys have any questions about everything from like starting a practice from a business perspective?
To sales, marketing, websites, shoot away in the comments. I see some questions that are going to be more geared towards Daryl, but I think I can answer them. Is the personal treatment and training a course? No, the personal treatment and training is more of you come to the clinic with yourself, with your family, and
you're there to get treated.
Daryl and the team will train you how and treat you at the same time. Is the Healthy to 100 Life a course for older people? It's a course for everybody once we launch it. And Joyce is coming in March. Looking forward to see you there, Joyce. And in regards to websites, marketing, and sales, if you guys have any questions, even with your current website, if you have any questions right now, type in your question in the chat. Otherwise, we're going to pass it on to Daryl, and he can finish up the meeting.
Who currently has a website for the Wolf non-surgical deep tissue?
Okay,
So we have Anya.
Violetta. Yeah,
Hi,
hey Violetta,
Violetta.
Great to see you. See you in a few days.
I'll see you in a few days, girl. I hope your bags are packed.
Okay. As you guys can see, like we're interacting with a few people here because honestly, this is a family. Like once you come and you get your certification, you're spending about 22 days with strangers sometimes, right? And at the end, you end up with a family, with people that support and help each other over the years. So, we see quite a bit of familiar faces on here. So it's great to see people. It's great that we're going to be able to reconnect with them in Mexico.
I have my own other enterprises though.
Looking to stay for 6 months. Awesome.
Perfect.
I'm an IT idiot. We'll certainly need a ton of help and guidance. Serena, everybody's an IT idiot. So, you don't have to call yourself that. Like right now, I have a full team that supports a lot of stuff as well. But listen, if you're going to come ask for some help and for some guidance, we'll be happy to sit down with you. And the way we do everything is to make it as simple as possible. If you can write an email, you'll be able to, do everything yourself as well.
Also, I just wanted to also give everybody a heads up. I don't know how like you do things, but for me, I hate being nickel and dime for every tiny thing. It's one of the things that drives me absolutely bonkers. And I know in the past when certain websites were done, anytime, let's say you changed an about page or something on your website that needed to be changed, there was like some kind of charge to get that updated. That would drive me nuts. With this new platform that we're using, we're putting the power back into your hands. So if you can log into a Gmail account, you can log into your website and quickly do that by yourself, quickly on the fly, without having to have to rely on some kind of IT person sitting behind the scenes, and you need something updated really quickly and they're just nowhere to be seen. Or, you realize that the date for your promotion is incorrect and you need to quickly change it. You can do it yourself with this new platform that we're using. It's very quick, very simple, and it puts power back into your hands. And it also saves you a lot more money, so you don't have to pay an IT person to do it for you, which I think is a good thing.
So just a little bit of a background on the course. If we were to sell that course, the 6-week course, it will be about $2,900. Yeah. But we're including that for everybody that decides would like our help in building their site. So that's going to be a bonus that's going to be included for free. As Kinga mentioned, there's going to be 2-hour calls every week, and you're going to have access to those videos afterwards as well.
And it's not also, like I said, the thing that's very powerful is that let's say that week 1 is the about section. Whoever is brave enough and wants to read their about section to get critiqued can do so that way others learn from you. And then that's how we're going to do this whole thing. So if you're willing to share, and you could literally have one-on-one training with us, which is really good. And then others can learn from you as well. So I think it'll be a really fun course. It'll be a little bit of time from everybody, but I think it's going to be very beneficial in the long run. And you'll definitely see a big difference in your website between just having like a regular website and the website that we're going to be creating with you guys.
Okay, good. I don't see any questions for
anybody
us.
Have any questions about marketing, about the website, about how things go? Anybody at all? Always open to learn from others. Okay.
Awesome. Well, if not,
website.
Okay, perfect. Well, that's easy.
Yeah,
cool.
These
Awesome.
guys have no questions.
They're masters. Perfect. We don't have to. We're going to just sit on the beach for the next couple of months. All right. Well, thank you for your time, everyone. I'm looking forward to seeing you and meeting you in Ixtapa for those that are going to be joining us. And then Daryl.
Yes. Can you turn me on?
Perfect. Take it over, my friend.
Thank you. Drake? Thanks, guys. Really appreciate you. And I want everybody to understand something. Just so you know, I don't want to get into this too deep, but Raphael and Kinga can retire because of the businesses they've built already. And understand something, that I am blessed to have them, and understand this, and you can believe it or not believe it, but I do not And Doc of Detox does not make any money off of your website, off of you getting professional videos done by my video guys, headshots, nothing. Okay? We have really tried to build something. Let me tell you something. We've built something very special that nobody else has done, and we're going to prove it. We're going to prove that we can go out and we can help people become successful, okay? Just by waking up their passion and waking up their purpose, all right? So anybody, now I'll open up. Can we open up everybody? And anybody who has questions, you can just open up and you can ask them, okay? So if anybody's on here and they have questions about Ixtapa or about traveling or about courses or anything like that, and just understand the personal treatment and trainings that we do, every one of these are meant that by the time that you leave, okay, you're as good as any practitioner out there in the way that if you were to work on your family and friends, I'm not saying that you're going to open a business. You weren't trained that way. But I'm telling you, and some people don't like when I say this, but you're going to be better than most of the practitioners you ever went to get help from, okay? Because it's how really foolproof are the strategies. And understand our body work, our perfect day that we teach you, and then our emotional training, this is what personal treatment and trainings are about. And then, of course, certifications go in deeper. And when you come for a certification because you want to become a health professional, or you already are, and you want to bring your game up, okay, understand something. You can't give what you're not. So when you come to my course, okay, you become the course. Okay, we are going to go in there and we are going to open you up, and we're going to open you up lovingly, that you take a look at the things that were never you. And we're going to show you that your potential is so much greater. And I want everybody to understand something, and you can believe it or not, but understand, I was a scared little boy, okay? I was very fearful when I was in business. I'm going to tell you something right now. When I was in Toronto, I had a successful business, okay? Very successful. And you know what I would do on a break time? Go out into the back alley and smoke 2 cigarettes because I was scared that people would find out I was a fraud. And then I'd run back in and chew a whole bunch of mints. I don't do that anymore. That's what I want you to do. You may not be a smoker, but understand something. Most people are very fearful, and they have not discovered their authentic self as a human being or as a practitioner. And this is what we want to do for you. And you can come on any level that you want. Like I said, you can come to Ixtapa and you can hang out at the fire at nighttime and just don't even say a word. But the reality is this. You want to be the person that puts their hand up and asks the questions. You want to be the person that demands answers, okay? But you want to demand answers from yourself first. You know what? I don't want to hear, I haven't got enough time, I haven't got enough money. And you know what? Really, what's really stopping you from living your dreams? And I'm not telling you to come to me. I'm telling you to live your dreams. We need to live our dreams. And just because this thing is going on right now, don't be putting things on hold. Strategize like them. Figure this out. Figure out how you're going to have a healthy, happy, energetic experience every day called your life. Okay? I want you to do that. All right. So if anybody has any questions, can you unlock the...
They should unmute themselves.
Okay, if you want to unmute yourself, if you've got questions, I will answer them. And if you don't, then I'll let everybody go do what they need to do. How's that? Okay? So does anybody have any questions?
Yes, Dr. Wolf, this is Joyce.
Hey, Joyce.
First one is a comment. I just want to say thank you for everything you do. Everything.
Oh, I'm only getting started, sweetheart. You have no idea what I want to do for you, okay? Let me tell you something. The day that I decide to leave this planet, I will leave with a smile on my face. Because the reality is I want to teach everybody that we have so much abundance in us that it is unlimited, okay? That's the deal. Joyce, thank you.
So my question... Oh, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Remember, you're not allowed to say sorry. So now we should make Joyce go outside, knock on the door, and then we'll let her back in.
I forgot about that. So my question is about the perfect pain-free pregnancy. That's a separate course for that practitioner.
Okay, first of all, no, that's a personal treatment and training for couples. They come for 6 days. But Joyce already knows how to do this when she takes the course. And the more Joyce studies and the more she learns, the better she's going to be. And if Joyce were to come 3 times and help us train twice, then we will give you all the PTTs you can handle, Joyce. PTTs are the biggest thing that we have. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, with PTTs, we're booked. We were booked 6 months in advance with personal treatment and trainings. And that was just people in our area. Okay? So the reality is that this is going to happen all over the world. See, what people don't understand, Joyce, is guess what? They're never going to get well if they go for treatments. You can just forget it. Now, if somebody comes to us and we treat them, I'm going to tell you, we do magic. I don't care where you go to. I would love anybody to challenge us with any other place in the world, and I'm good with that. And you know what? You can call me pompous, egotistical. I don't really care, but I'm the guy that gives the money back guarantee. Okay? So the reality is I know that we can treat people and we can turn things around, but people are not going to stay turned around unless they go in and change themselves on an emotional level and they change their belief systems. Now, with the personal treatment and training, Joyce, that's for couples that don't want, okay, I don't want to have a painful pregnancy. I don't want to feel sick. I want my baby to be totally healthy. I want to deliver in 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I want to digest my food. I don't want to be constipated. I don't want to be grumpy and moody. And then the husband says, guess what? Or the partner says, I don't want to have fear and put it into her. Because understand something. You know what? Let me just tell you something. Adults make lousy parents. I don't care what people think. But I want to tell you something. I've hardly met any parents that I've liked as being parents. Because they haven't been trained. I didn't dislike them. I just didn't like their beliefs. Let me tell you something. There's not a person on here that when they had their first child, they knew what to do with a child. They had no clue. Don't know how to love it. Don't know how to feed it. Maybe I know how to dress it. I can get myself dressed. But the reality is that we are educated, okay, to be dysfunctional parents. It's not your fault, but understand, I spent 3 years putting this protocol together. So what they get, Joyce, and what you're going to get when you come to the course, I'm just working on finishing it, is a whole, this will be coming with every course. And if I'm not done with this October course, you'll be getting it in November course. And it's a manual from 1 year, Joyce, to where you think you want a baby, where a couple comes together, 1 year, all the way up to the child is 2 years old. October course, okay, so we had something else cut in. So it will be actually 1 year prior to you thinking you want to be pregnant to up to the child is 2 years. And it's going to be a manual about everything. Emotional training. It's going to be about feeding. It's going to be about, the partner's going to know how to do Wolf non-surgical. And that person that is pregnant is not going to have one aching muscle or joint. You think about that. That's a big promise. But I don't know any woman that isn't suffering or doesn't have stretch marks, okay, or doesn't tear out during the pregnancy. You know, there's no need for cesareans, okay? There's one cesarean done for every minute of the year in the United States. One cesarean. And guess what? 95% of them don't have to be done when you learn the perfect pain-free pregnancy, and that's what we're going to teach you. So now, Joyce, what you're going to do is you're going to have a couple come to you, and you're going to teach them this over 10 days. Now, understand something. After they do that, after that 10 days, you've just increased the quality of their life. You've increased their finances. Because tell me that your moods and your emotions don't play on how much money you make and how much happier you are. And I'll say that you haven't even woke up yet. Because Joyce, do you notice that since you've been talking to me, how long's it been? 2 or 3 years, Joyce?
More.
Huh?
More than that.
Okay, but you've never taken a course. But have I helped you change the way you feel about you in life?
Oh, big time.
Okay, do you like the new Joyce, or would you like to go back to the old one?
No way.
Okay, all right.
Now,
Now, do you believe that you would be there if it wasn't for what you learned from me?
no.
Okay, now I'm not looking for credit. I'm trying to tell you, Joyce, that you have only scratched the surface of your potential. After you come for your first course, Joyce, you'll get on, and I want you to do a testimonial, if I was right, that you have not even 5% of what you're going to be after the first course. See, understand something. You've been taught all your life that you have this much value. Your roof is only here. We're going to take your roof and put it, it's out of sight. And it's out of sight. You know, and I'll tell you something. You know, when I brought on King and Raph, we had a meeting, and it was on Facebook, and I had people commenting, oh, see, he's got to go towards the money. See, what people don't understand something is if we don't look after you on a financial level too, no matter how good a therapist you are, all right, we need to be the life jacket, okay? Because I can't expect you to learn, okay, how to build a website, how to market yourself. I want you to leave that course and get into your passion and into your purpose. And I want to make Raph and Kinga responsible for making sure that they give you the keys. Because I'll tell you something. Would you like to be me? I'll tell you right now. I probably lost probably anywhere from $2 to $4 million. I wouldn't even want to count it because of all the different websites I built, all the marketing mistakes I made. You know what? Now you've got me. You know, you take my course. You can take all my booklets. Nat, our graphic artist, will put your name on them. You can take all my literature, rewrite it or don't rewrite it. Make it your own. Let me tell you something. You can't steal anything from me because I don't own anything. Everything I have is yours. And then I want you to use my team to build this up for you. And then all you got to do is just show up and grow up. And what is growing up? Finding your authentic self, Joyce. And are you on your way?
Yes.
Okay. So what else would you like to ask? Anything?
That's it. Thank you. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Is there anybody else?
Yes, I have a question. It's Monique here.
Okay, now Monique, thank you. So what I want you to do is if anybody's got a question, you come that fast. Because in life, okay, people go, oh my God, look at Monique. She butted in line. No, she didn't. She said, I want this
Yeah.
more. I want this more than the other 150 people on here.
Absolutely.
Okay, there it
Yes,
is.
sir, man.
Okay, you know, it's like this, Joyce. If you left it on the table, it must be mine. And the reality is today, nobody's even going for it. Nobody's going for the gold. Nobody's going for what they deserve.
Not this girl.
Huh?
Hey, Doc, thank you very much. I've been dedicated to health all my life. I think for about the last 40 years, and I think that I can tell everybody with 100%, 200% assuredness that you are genuine and what you are saying is totally, totally true. And I encourage everybody to take your course. Now, my issue is I had a automotive accident, and I've seen over 50 therapists. So I know a good one when I see one, and you're it. I am not interested because over the years I've studied so much about nutrition and health and everything because I wasn't finding any solutions anywhere to fix my whole spine. So I know that you speak the truth and I have 100% faith in you. I do not want to take the course because I would be bored, really, because everything you say, I know already, except for some of these latest technologies that you have, and I'm very interested in trying that. So I want to go to Ixtapa. I want to get treatment. I want to learn, and with my partner, how to care for myself, and he needs treatment too, how to care for ourselves physically. Nutritionally, we're there. So please tell me, what is the best way to interact with you and your team in Ixtapa
Okay,
for treatment?
Well, you can just, okay, where do you live?
I'm in just outside Ottawa on the Quebec side.
Well, you can always get me on my dial pad, the 855 number, and then extension 5. You can always get me there, or you could get me on WhatsApp at 250-801-5893. And you can always, if you leave a message, I'm going to get back to you. Just know something, everybody. Right now, we're working with a skeleton studio. If you went into my house, you would see just a couple of beach chairs that we're sitting in. Everything's in containers waiting to go to Ixtapa because we had to be ready. But just know that it's been really busy, but we're still pulling off stuff, aren't we, Drake?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did a whole master class already this week, didn't we?
2.
Yeah, we shot 2 master classes, brand new for everybody, new information. So we're working hard at it. But everybody, you'll be able to get in touch with me when you decide what you want. Like, go to the personal treatment and training guide. Take a look through that. But the reality is, if you came for a 6-day training and you learned how to work on each other with the Wolf Non-Surgical, you don't need much else. The reality is this: if I could work on or let any of my master trainers work on your spine for an hour and a half, you would say, "Oh my God, that's it. We're already there." You come the first day, we do an hour and a half. You're gonna go, "Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?" Right? No. So that's what's going to happen. And guess what? I'll have you come on Facebook and you can tell people that I'm right or I'm wrong. And the reality is nobody has this technique, because until you can move out the displaced calcium from your vertebrae and all the scar tissue that's wrapped around your vertebrae, and for all the little tendons and ligaments that are on every joint of your vertebrae, until we can get them to have some circulation and pull those fibers apart, and until we can get in between every disc, because understand something, everybody, will measure her when she comes, if she'll let us. We'll do a video and you'll see that we will make her in the first treatment 1 inch taller. 1 inch taller. And that inch is because what nobody else does is we're going to open up the spine. Now understand this, your spine, if you've got spinal damage, all you need is damage in one vertebrae. Now chiropractor can knock it back into place, but if he doesn't get rid of the scar tissue or return the disc to their normal size, your spinal fluid goes like this. Your spinal fluid goes down to your coccyx, collects all this information in your pelvis. Then it goes up to your brain and tells your brain what to do, because it's the chemist. And if your information, okay, first of all, if you've got infection in your pelvis, which you don't, you say you've got good health. But if you've got a scar tissue block throughout your spine, then you've just cut down yourself by 30 or 50% of the light, the information, and the communication, and you're going to be dysfunctional for the rest of your life. And that's it.
Yes.
And that's the biggest problem. And nobody's ever said that to you, that guess what? With all the little physical blocks you've got through, it's another dam that's damming off the light and energy to tell the brain what to do. So now you've got gut-brain disconnection, because without that information going and being relaying back to the brain, nothing can heal properly. So the spine is the telephone pole of communication.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So what about the timeline? Are we thinking mid-October or before or later?
Here's what I'd like to say. Okay, I have not got my psychic certification yet, but the reality is that I don't think that anybody's going to be able to move after October anywhere. So that's why we've got about 40 people coming down that are staying for the whole year. Now that's not you, but the reality is,
well, it could be.
But the reality is this. You know what? If you came down and the container wasn't there and you came a little early, we'd go into a room that'll be an office. We'll use a bed because we don't have our stuff yet. It's in the container. And we would do the treatment on you, and it'd be just as successful, and that's it. You'd be up and going, okay, now I understand. And then what we need to do is do a treatment the first day you get there. I'd want to treat your hips, your pelvis, your abdomen, okay? If you didn't do anything else, but if you have any type of other joint problem, I promise we'll turn it around. But what I'd want to do is 3 times go in. So the minimum that I would ask you to come would be for 2 weeks. So that would be the bare minimum. So if you came for 3 weeks, I could go in 3 to 4 times into the spine. And guess what? If your husband learned the technique, you don't need us. We're already, you'll move on. Daryl who? Daryl what? You don't need us. Yeah.
I love Daryl. I'm going to say that to Daryl.
I can't hear you, love. You're cutting out.
Oh, sorry. I said I love the. I'm gonna cut the
I can't.
conversation with Daryl.
Wait until you get near internet. You're cutting out, love.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, love. Have a beautiful
Thank
night.
you very much.
Thanks,
we'll
Monica.
see you in Ixtapa.
All right, sweetheart. Anybody else?
I have a couple of questions.
Okay. Who are you?
Stacy.
Stacy. Okay, is that your real name? I'm kidding. Okay, go ahead, Stacy.
I'm just wondering, like, I went online
Yeah.
and looked up, I'm not quite sure. So for the $4,000, I'm assuming that's US funds.
Yes, it's U.S.
And is there tax on that?
Is there
I'm
tax?
just trying to figure out my
Where are you?
credit card.
Wait, one second. Where are you from?
I'm from Canada, and I have a $5,000 limit on my credit card. And I did the exchange today, and $4,000 US is actually 5,036 Canadian. So I think if I overpay my credit card, I can still make payments go through. But I just need
Stacy,
to.
hold on a second, okay? Because you were brave enough to come on here. I'll give it to you for 4,000. I mean 4,000 Canadian. Which course are you taking?
Well, I want to take the $8,000 course, but there's two payments, and so I have the money. I just need to figure out how to make it.
Stacy,
transfer.
okay, all right. Well, because you were brave enough to come on today, you can have it in Canadian dollars, okay? Just you have to call me though, okay?
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, we're here to help. That's it. Let's just do it, okay? If you want to come. All right. Anything else?
Okay, I'm coming. Well, I did have a couple. The monthly is that from the 1st to the 31st if you're paying for the hotel, or could I?
Okay, Stacy,
From
you got to
like
understand
7th
something.
to 6th?
Oh, no, you're with the Doc of Detox. We bend the rules, we break the rules. The month starts whenever you come, and just know that we will work with you, okay? You know what? That's the way it is. You're going to find when you come to us, if you know how to love and care for yourself, you're going to ask me something. If I can pull it off, give it to you, do it, I'm going to do it, okay? All right?
Thank you. I have a question about the consult for the perfect day.
Yes.
Now, I saw that online. Now, is that, like, I'm not sure. Like, at first I thought that you needed to do the consult for the perfect day so that you could kind of get approval to join the class.
Oh, okay. Wait a second. First of all, nobody needs approval from me. Everybody's already got approval. That was God given, okay? Right off the bat, anybody can come and take my course, all right? That whole thing about approval and you got to be graded this, I got to tell you something. And you might not believe me, but guess what? Every course we get medical doctors, we get chiros, we get nurses, and then guess what? Well, and I am not knocking it down. I'm saying right now, we get a house, somebody who's been a mother all their life, always wanted to be a practitioner, but they wanted to raise a family. And then they come and they knock this thing right out of the park. Let me tell you something. Go watch Robin and John, okay? Robin and John were emotionally messed up. They worked up in the oil field. They didn't like their life. They didn't really like themselves or each other, and it wasn't their fault. They were like every other couple, that everything starts to get a little sour because they don't realize they need to sacrifice beliefs that they got that were never theirs. So they have a good relationship where they don't fight, but they don't have the spark. They don't have the adventure. They don't have the fulfillment anymore. She comes down and she takes the course. She came down to take the course because she just didn't like her life. So by the time she took the course, within about 4 months, she lost 60 pounds. She went home after she took the course, not coming to take the course to become certified. She just didn't know what to do with her life. She was at a dead end. Go watch it. It's Robin and John. I got lots of testimonials from many practitioners, but this is a sweet one because guess what? She came down, took the course, and went home that day, rented an office, and opened up. Think about that. No confidence, but went and did it. Because you know what? I can't live like this anymore. So then John comes down by the time she takes the second course. So now they both took 3 courses. And let me tell you something. They're booked 3 months, 6 months in advance. It all depends on what time of year. They've been doing this now for 2 years. So the reality is, when you do this, you can just test yourself. And you know how you do that? How many people do you know have some kind of joint or muscle pain? So then you say to them, I'll tell you what, let me just work on you for 3 minutes. And we call it just a spot treatment. You'll work on them for 3 to 5 minutes, and you'll work on them, and I guarantee you that they'll have more relief from this technique we teach you than they've had from anything else. And then you're going to go, well, what do you think I could do in an hour? And that's it. So you're going to prove to yourself, but understand, you're going to be in a class with 35 people that have been taught to not believe in themselves, that will believe in themselves before they leave. And that's that. Because understand something, it's just a belief.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So the perfect consult, and I saw someone else had asked the question, and so I'm just gonna make sure that I've got it right. You go on your website, you pick someone, and you just sign up that way.
That's it. You go on the website, you pick somebody for the consultation. If everybody's booked up and you want to get it right away, you call my extension number 5 and we open it up for you. And then what we do is you do the consultation, and then you get to the course, I'll refund the $150 because guess what? I already told you, you did me a favor. Because now you're gonna start doing the perfect day, and you're gonna get your subconscious going, okay, all right, this isn't just another thing. Okay, I need to buy into this. All right, it's like everybody else. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Okay, I believe you. So the reality is, if I can get you just doing the perfect day diet, doing some of the length and strength and exercise, if we can go in and just talk about a couple of emotional things you're having trouble with, give you a couple of tips so that you can get your toe in the water, you can reduce your inflammation, reduce your infection, and bring up your courage, okay, we're going to see a different you walk in the door.
That sounds great. Thank you.
You're welcome, love. Anybody else?
Me, Daryl. This is Anya.
Hi, Anya.
Hi. This is the CBD from you from Doc of Detox, and it says oil blend plant nutrition. Would that, I know not to bring CBD, but since it's in this, do you think that'll work? I was going to put it in my checked luggage, not my carry-on. Don't do it at all. Okay.
It's like this, okay? Today you go to jail, and tomorrow when Mexico makes it legal, okay, you go to the beach. Right now you go to jail, okay?
Just thought I'd check.
I know. Hey, listen.
I like using it, the belly button.
I would like to take mine too. You know
Yeah.
what? Okay. I love my CBD oil because it's so pure. And I will do, when I'm really on the tear, I'll do a half an eyedropper every 4 hours because it just, look at this blue light I'm sitting in front. What do you think blue light does? It destroys your endocannabinoid system. So that's why I've got a bottle right in front of me. That's why I've got a bottle beside my dresser. I have a bottle in my bathroom. So if I go pee, okay, I take a shot of my C60. I take a half eyedropper of the CBD concentrate, and I'm off to the races, right? So I empty out on one end and fill up on the other.
Right. Okay. All right. Worth asking.
Yes.
But I'll look forward to having it again when I can have it again. But,
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you honestly. We can probably get it for you down there.
Oh, okay.
Okay? All right?
As good as yours, or do you mean yours? Somehow get yours.
No,
in.
I'm not going to try to get mine down there. No.
Mine will be waiting for me at home when I
Okay.
get back.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, love.
All right. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Anybody else? You got to be
Errol,
quick. I just want to say that. Hang
it's
in there.
Ivan.
Hi, Ivan. Stick in there for 1 second, but you got to be quick because I give everybody 2 seconds to get on and then I run away. Okay? It's like I'm here to serve, but I'm not here to sit. Okay. Ivan, go ahead, bud.
Right. Well, I found you almost 20 years ago when you still had the Wolf Clinic and I was starting my natural health business. Didn't actually meet you. It's great to see what you look like. And I love everything that you're doing now. With everything going on, I'm really thinking about coming down to Mexico, not just for the courses, but maybe to stay. So,
And if you do, Ivan, Just know that
Yeah.
we will red carpet you. We will treat you like family. So when you come, you stay at the hotel. And then when you go, you know what? This hotel life, I think I just want to get an apartment. We'll help you find it. You can get an apartment for yourself for like $250 if you want a month. And they're not bad. They're not bad apartments. And the reality is I'm going to protect everybody, like I said. Like somebody was going to go and pick up my friend who just flew in there 3 days ago, and it was 70 US. And I said, no, you're not. If you don't change your pricing, you're not picking up any of my people. No. We will treat we will treat everybody fair down there, but nobody's going to get picked on. So, yeah.
Great. Well, I certainly want to become a practitioner. I'm already a natural health practitioner, but I love what you're offering and everything. My thing is, I've in the last year, 18 months, whatever, lost a lot of weight. I'm really underweight. I'm 6'3". I'm 160 pounds. I'm normally 185 pounds. So I want to come for treatment. I don't want to come for the courses. So what do I do?
So you want to come for treatments?
Treatment and obviously to do the courses, but yeah, I need to put weight back on.
Okay, well you're gonna put weight back on. But when did you start losing the weight? 6 months ago?
No, it's just over a year ago. At the moment I'm hardly getting any sleep, so the whole thing has just thrown me off.
I know, but what threw you off? Because emotionally, you are just wired. Your adrenals are totally flat. Your nervous system is on fire. And the only way that we can do this is we got to go in and put the fire out right away, because the fire is eating you up right now. I don't like it.
Got it.
So you know what I want you to do is do me a favor and give me a call tomorrow afternoon around 1, 2 o'clock, and we'll have a talk just for a few minutes. And I'm going to tell you, you're not going to stay here. Oh, you're not going to stay here. But the problem is you are so dehydrated and so malnourished. You're on fire. You're on fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened? Okay. What happened 14, 16 months ago that traumatized you and kept you into this conflict? Because you're caught in a trauma conflict. What happened?
My son's mom died, and
that's it. Okay.
Okay. A lot of stuff just, and then the COVID and everything.
Okay. I know, but here's the deal: we need for you to turn your kitty litter into a sandbox again. And the reality is this: you were raised like me, that when someone dies, you have to match the dying with your own death. So just know you're killing yourself because she's gone. Why don't you have a talk with her tonight and ask her if it's going to make her feel better if you destroy yourself?
Okay. Well, she was my ex, but
it doesn't.
It's complicated.
Hey. You know what? It doesn't have to be complicated. And do you know why it's complicated? Because you're complicated. And why are you complicated? Because you haven't found your authentic self yet. If you found your authentic self, you will be at peace in chaos. Because understand something. Right now, you have this thought that you have to match every crisis with your suffering. That's the only reason why you're spent. Let me tell you something. I talk to my kids about this, okay? That when I pass on, there's no funeral. All there is 3-week paid holiday for them to go to the most beautiful island with the most beautiful food. And I will make sure there's enough entertainment there that they have the time of their life and celebrate me. So what? I got rid of this. Big deal. Move on. Okay? She wanted to go or she wouldn't be gone. And guess what? That doesn't mean that you need to go too. And understand something. If you were selfish enough to know what your needs are in feeding your spirit, and that it's okay for you to honor and love yourself, that's all you got to get. You just got to get that one thought. But good luck with that. Because guess what? You've always tried to be there for everybody. Okay? Yeah. To the point that you would be there for people to the point of exhaustion. So somebody said to you, who in the hell would love you when you were little? So now you keep on thinking, the more that you put out, the more you're going to get. That's not how it works. The more you put in here, the more brighter your light is. That bright light is what changes people. Trust me, you being burnt out, adrenals, raspy voice because you're so stretched isn't doing anything for anybody.
Yeah, good read. Okay. All right. I'll be calling you tomorrow.
The bill's in the mail. I'm kidding.
Thanks,
I'm kidding.
Daryl.
Let me tell you something, everybody. When you come, we will be talking and walking and treating and loving. That's what we'll be doing. You know, people say to me, I'll give you as much money as you want. Well, I charge $4.50 an hour. Well, I don't care if you do. I'll pay it. I'd rather talk to someone than take their money. That's where I'm at. Because guess what? It doesn't take long. The love is in there. You jailed it. Okay? So when you go to bed tonight, ask yourself why you're trying to kill yourself. Ask yourself why you're in judgment jail. So is all this guilt doing you good? Okay? So you let her down? No. We all let each other down until we find our authentic self, and it's not your fault.
Got it.
Okay. I know you do. And
Great.
you do have this. And everybody take a look. Say something so the camera comes back on you.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, now everybody go back and look at it. The picture when he first came on, he was more peaked. There wasn't that light coming off of him. So all I did was say a few things, and I changed his whole energy level. And he even feels stronger right now. He feels better about himself. So guess what? Who's the true terrorist? He is. And he feels that he needs to suffer and be punished. So that's not going to work at Ixtapa. So just know I'll be kicking your butt with a love boot.
All right.
You're going to love yourself, or so help me, I'm throwing you in the water. Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay, buddy. Have a good day, Ivan.
Thanks.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay. Then
Yeah. I have a question, Doctor.
Anybody? Okay. If anybody takes that long, I'm out of here. Okay. Because you know how many? Do you know how many people are on here and just dying to ask a question? But guess what? And then all of a sudden, I gotta go and take it away from them, and then they feel desperate, and then they gotta do it. Why couldn't they just go for it? Go ahead, Elena.
Because before I tried so many times, but you have people coming constantly. That's why I was waiting. Maybe somebody else is gonna come in before me.
No. What did I say earlier? Okay. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. I want to hear your braveheart goddess roar from now on. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So my question is there any money exchange around the resort or in the resort itself?
Is there any what?
Money exchange.
There's
bank
one. There's one right across the street. Okay, so you got to picture Ixtapa, right? Ixtapa Palace is in the middle of this little town that's totally clean, totally safe, and I'm telling you, it is. It's safer than the cities in Canada and United States. You can be out at 4 o'clock in the morning and feel the sense of peace. So right 4 minutes away, you can go get your money exchanged. Okay, about 6-7 minutes away, all different restaurants, little boutiques, but there's only 3,200 people that live there. Okay, they do have resorts around the area, but understand something, you're gonna love it. It's sweet. Everything is close. Okay, there is a grocery store, but it's not very big. That's in Ixtapa. You got Zihuatanejo. There's 135,000 people that live there. But understand, by the time we get there, we'll have things organized that it'll be inexpensive to do anything. That's it. To go to Zihuatanejo to shop or do whatever you want. We're going to work it all out for people. See, this is a different experience, guys. When you come there, we're going to treat you like your family, not about, okay, how can we make some money off this person? Okay? We're not going to be getting money from anybody that's doing anything for you. That's not the case. So the reality is we're going to make everything as nice as possible and fair. So that's it. Yeah, you can get money exchanged straight across the street.
Okay, and second question is, you mentioned you're gonna bring your own induction stove. Is it for everybody to use, or I thought that,
No. What they don't have them, so you would bring one for yourself. They're like $40 at Canadian Tire hardware store. All right, it's
I live in
this.
US,
You live in
but
where?
US in New
I
York
know,
City.
but you can go to any hardware store. They have these little induction. They're this thin. You can put it right in your suitcase. I'm just saying it if you want to warm up something or warm up food. But listen, by the time that 1st of October comes, right, we are going to have the nutrition you're going to get if you buy our juice, veggie, perfect day, okay, you're going to have more nutrition in that day than you've had all week. The only reason why you're going to go out that night and want to eat is because you want to socialize, or you miss something in the United States you want to eat or something because you miss your family or your mother's meal or something like that. As far as your body goes, it's more than satisfied. Listen, you got to understand something. People don't eat to feed themselves. People eat because they're bored, okay? All right? They're bored. That's why they eat, okay? And that's why they're eating themselves to death. When you find yourself, you'll find all the energy you want, okay? Today, all I had was this filled with a blender drink and water with black diamond in it. And I had my C60, I had my iodine, but I never had anything substantial in the way of food. And does it look like I need it? No. Once you understand that it's okay to love and care for yourself and that you are an amazing creation, then you allow the whole energy to flow. And that's how it goes. When you believe that you are unworthy, okay, and you sucker punch yourself, then you lock yourself in judgment jail, you suffocate your spirit. And that's why your body rots out. Okay?
Yes. The third question is, how many hours a day is going to be training or study every day?
It's going to be, if you came for a personal treatment and training, it's 6 hours. If you come for a certification, you're coming because you want to get down to work. It's 8 hours. So we'll start at 8 in the morning and we'll finish by 4. And so it's about 45 minutes off for lunch. So, and it's not because you need to eat, okay? You want to go jump in the pool, you want to go for a walk, or whatever you want to do. So you've got 45 minutes to do whatever you want to do. Maybe it's just because you want to get away from me, okay? The reality is I promise you'll feel fresh because you're going to be with people that are like-minded and everything is going to be uplifting. There's no bad news. Do you understand? Because when you find out what you are really, there's only good news.
Yes. Then how much is the food we will provide for lunch and for juicing?
Hold on. Okay, first of all, I have to get there, but everybody's going to pay one fee that you're going to go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm getting this for that price. Is that good enough for you? I haven't figured it out yet. But when you get there, you can either buy a glass, or you can buy for the day, or you can buy for the week, or buy for the month. It doesn't really matter. Like I told you, there are no rules. We're just going to try to set this thing up that you feel like you've been really treated well.
Okay. Do you know if that room without kitchenette has any refrigerator in it, any small refrigerator?
Yes. There are rooms without kitchenettes they'll have the fridge, they'll have the coffee maker, and the microwave. That's in almost all the rooms.
And the last question, is anybody coming from New York City this October?
No, but there's a lady from New Jersey, and she needs a ride. I was supposed to, let me see if I can find it. Who would have sent that to me? I can't. Okay, if anybody's from New Jersey or New York area that's driving, please call me and I will find it. Sorry, love. I know you're on. If you're on here, why don't you come on right after and please tell everybody what your name is so we can deal with this. But if not, just call my extension 5 and I'll look at my phone after and I will get her. But she lives in New Jersey and she's looking for a ride down. I don't know anybody going from New York.
Okay. Another question, last one. Is any practitioner who took your course around tri-state area, around New York City?
You know what? Isn't that the craziest thing? There's nobody in New York City. I have not a practitioner in New York City. And I think I understand why, but I won't say why. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
All right, love.
Dr.
Okay.
Hi.
Sorry.
Hi, I'd like to ask a question.
Please go ahead.
My name is Joyce. I live in Toronto, Canada. I don't want to get vaccinated and I can't stand the whole BS here. So I want to move, but I don't want to come back. And I would love to do your whole course, everything. But with the whole COVID thing, I'm a ROFR practitioner, a holistic nutritionist. And my business is like suffering a lot. So I have difficulty. I can borrow some money. But my question is, would be any possibility to study and work? Because I need some time. I need to make some money at some point.
Okay, so here's the deal. So let's say, and understand something. I don't want to make false promises, all right? So let's just get that clear. Yeah. I already know you're a therapist. You come down, you take the course. If you understand and you catch on quickly about the perfect day on an emotional, physical level, the exercise, the nutrition, and I know that you understand things already or you wouldn't be a Rolfer, then guess what? So understand this. I can't get enough really good practitioners to actually do consultations. Do you know that we do consultations all over the world? All over the world. So where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But the reality is that we need people to consult people online. Okay, because things could get really shut down by Christmas, right?
Yeah.
So understand something. We're going to need to go in and help people. And right now, like that's why I said, when somebody said, when you need a consult and you're coming down for a PTT or certification or treatments, please call me if you can't find an opening and I'll get it. Because first of all, why do you think I'm doing what I'm doing? Right now, I need, honest to God, minimum 15 master trainers right now. If I could get 25, that would be great. I need people. Do you know how many people call us every day from all over the United States, Canada, the UK, every country in the world? Can I find a practitioner? I'll travel. They'll travel across the country to go there, to this practitioner, because they know our work works. So the reality is we don't have enough practitioners. You know what? I have such good staff, but they are pulled, okay? Like, you should see them. They're on the phones. They're answering questions. They're like really, if they weren't passionate about this, they would have quit on me already. So that's that. The reality is there's not enough people, and there's not going to be, because what do you think is going to happen after this? People are never going to trust the medical system again unless the medical doctor was honest during this period and stood up for people. So understand something. And guess what? You do know that there are 10 times more natural health practitioners than medical people. And guess what? And people are getting sicker. Why? Because natural health practitioners do superficial work. There is absolutely nothing superficial about me. You either like me or you don't like me at all. It's like, no, he's abrasive, okay? He's too pushy, he thinks he's so good. No, everybody is so good when they go inside themselves. And do you know what my motto is? Don't come to my classes unless you're coming to be better than me. Because you can be. I'm going to hand you all this information, and then you're going to go inside yourself and you're going to take it and you're going to make it even better than I did. And that's what we need to do. We need to make sure that our practitioners and people that come to us, that they become better than us. Because you need to go out and you need to be able to hold the line. And you need to stand out. And to do that, you need to be outstanding, which means that you got to believe in yourself. And that's the first thing. Did you ever see when you believe in yourself and you have courage? My gosh, everything just comes your way. Okay, when you can stand up for yourself, when nobody else believes in you, that's when miracles happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And another question, because I have a dog, so I looked at the long term, but they cannot have dogs. So Because as you said, I would need to rent an apartment or something. And another thing,
I'm going to be there on the 4th. If somebody wants an apartment, I will get somebody to start searching out places, and we will pay somebody to go there, take video, show you. We'll help you. Understand?
Great.
You know what? Where there's a will, there's a way. You know what? Don't allow your subconscious to make excuses why you can't live your dream.
Yeah.
And if I have to break a rule, change a rule, I'll do it.
Yeah. And I have a new car, so I can go by car. So I can pass by New Jersey and give the girl a ride if I can go by car. I don't know how far it is. I have no idea.
New Jersey, I don't know. It'd probably be about, from you, about 5 hours. So in 5 hours from now, I'll tell her to get out in the road and stick her thumb out. She'll be the one with the thumb out.
But I can't go before the end of September.
Okay, but listen to me. You want to get,
I don't know when.
You want to get going before. Just make sure you get out before the end of September.
Yeah, because I have my whole house to get rid of everything, so it's hard to prepare everything in 2 weeks, per se. I have all the furniture, everything.
Okay, but what you want to do if you decide you want to do this, and don't do what I do. I just listen what I did. I said, okay, if I went to a yard sale, how much would I pay for that, even if it was something expensive? And that's how we sold everything. So we really did. Because at the end of the day, my dream is more important than hanging on to things. And I'm not telling you. Yeah. And we went on, did it all on Marketplace, and it's pretty well all gone. I've got like 2 beds left to sell, and it's
Marketplace online, you mean?
Facebook has Marketplace.
Okay.
So that's where you're going to sell things really fast, really fast. So just, sell it for what you would like to buy it for, and it'll go. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And what I need to do, like,
I unmuted myself.
Because I have, like, it's just new for me. I just go to a website or...
Well, okay.
What exactly? I need something to cross the border because they need a purpose. So
we're giving everybody a letter. So when you sign up, you'll be getting a letter that actually says that you're coming down for treatment and training. Okay, and you'll be down there for 6 months, and we give you a letter. All right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I just go to your website.
Well, you go to New World. Did you go to You went to www.newworldpractitioner, didn't you? .com.
I did once, yeah.
Well, if you go in there, all of that's in there. Once you sign up, we'll send you the letter. And let's say you're not coming for the course, but you still want to come down for treatment. Just call me and we'll send you the letter. Let's say you don't want to come for treatment, you just want to come for a holiday. We'll send you the letter. Okay?
No, I would love to do the courses. I would love to do the whole thing. My only concern is the financing. How I'm gonna pay the whole training, because now I'm borrowing money to survive per se.
So what I want to say to this is this. I wish you were talking about someone else's course, because people are going to think I'm setting you up. Just make sure you got enough money for the first course, and then focus on taking the second or the third or whatever you want to do, and understand something. Can you see around a corner?
Yes. You
can see around corners. Well, that's a really a superhero thing. You can see around corners. We can't see around corners, but around every corner is a new opportunity. The universe, let me tell you something. The universe wants you to have what you want to have. Do you believe that you deserve it? And then are you going to relax back like this and go, I deserve it, I'll just wait. I got this. And then just breathe, stay in the moment, enjoy your life, and put it out there, talk to people about it, but talk about it without anxiety. And understand why people don't get what they want. Because one thing is they feel non-deserving, okay? And they're too anxious. Just let the universe deliver it. And when you think about something, breathe and go, I got this. That's why we have the Braveheart band, right? I got this. There's a new sheriff in town called I Got This. understand. Why do things work out for some people but not for others? Huh.
Even though it shows
Remember something, that you are an antenna, and what you put out there comes back to you. I'm not telling you that every day is great for me, but if I hit a bump in the road, it says, hey, slow down, take a breath. We need a new plan here. If I need to make a quick right turn or a left turn, I'm going to connect to my breath and go, okay, let's do it. Because for me to think that I am smarter than universal intelligence is pretty dumb. So that's why I stay in the present moment and understand something. The best information comes through on a whisper. So you better make sure that you're calm enough to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. I'll contact, I'll go to the website tomorrow and contact.
Yeah, and just call me if you have questions, We'll deal with it.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Hi, guys. So I just wanted to quickly jump on here because this question came on twice. If you are looking for an apartment, condo, villa, one condo bedroom, the best place to go is airbnb.com. And whatever the price is, email the host and say 50% off of that. So you'll be able to kind of see what the place looks like, give you a bit of a bearing on how much things cost. And then if you need somebody to run there and maybe take a video or whatever, we can do that. But at least this way you can get a foot through the door and kind of see what you like on airbnb.com.
Thank you, Kinga.
You're welcome.
And understand something too, other people are going to be looking and getting apartments, and we'll actually start putting things up online that we know this apartment's here, that apartment's there, this is here, that's there. And we'll start building stuff up, okay? We just got to land first. Anybody else?
Hi, it's Margaret.
Hi, Margaret.
I was wondering, will I need a letter if I'm flying?
No, you're just coming in as a tourist, and you might stay for 6 months and enjoy yourself, right? That's it.
Yes. And also, I'd like to come for a personal treatment, but I'm on my own. Is that all right?
Easy. Okay, so what happens, I can tell you. So you come for a personal treatment. You'll be working with your master practitioner. So you'll be working on the master practitioner. The master practitioner is working on you. Then we're going to have to bring somebody in. So we're going to bring in somebody that we're going to bring in somebody. It's going to cost $25 an hour for them to sit there, and you're going to work on it. Okay? So the whole time they're not there. If you come for a personal treatment and training, that's like 30 hours for a single person. And during that time, you might have somebody coming in for, I would say, 10 to 12 hours. So you might be putting out about $250 to $300 extra, because we need another body there. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring in different bodies. Okay, this is a big body. This is a little body. This is somebody that has a problem. We're going to let you work on that. Do you understand? Okay.
Okay, I know I had another
it's okay.
question, but I got lost here somewhere. Okay, yeah, so you go to the WW New World Practitioner to sign up for the council.
No, you can go to www.newworldpractitioner, sign up for these Zoom meetings. But if you're not coming for a certification, we're building a personal treatment and training funnel like that one, but it's not done yet. If you go to my library, you can look at the personal treatment and trainings, and we're still tweaking it. But if you got questions, you call me. I'm extension 5, and I'm going to give you answers. And anything I say, I'm going to follow through on, okay?
Or I can just come down and then deal with everything?
Bang.
Thank you. You just made my life so much easier.
Listen, let me tell you, that's my job, to make yourself life easier. Because guess what we're done with? What are we done with, Margaret? Rules from fools. Rules, we're done. We're done with rules, okay? Dr. Wolf, how you doing? Can you bend a rule for me? Absolutely. What is it? Tell me what it is. If I can do it, we're doing it. Let's go.
Dr. Darrell, do you know when you're going to know if October course is on or not?
What do you mean? Yeah, it's on. October's on. It's on.
Okay.
No, there's no. It's 100% on. November's on. Also, all the courses are going to be on. Okay. It all depends on whether they're going to let you play. But if you're already there, you're going to be there. So that's that. You have to understand something. They're going to try to scare you. They're going to try to threaten you. And understand, their numbers are down by, with people that have been vaccinated throughout Canada, it's averaging around 20 to 23%. And this is why they're saying it's 80, 85. They're trying to get you to believe this. That's why they're going to bring in a lot of rules to try to jack up their numbers. Okay?
Are you flying down there tomorrow? You said the 25th, right?
Okay, I needed to stay just a few more days, so I leave on the 3rd. I fly all night. I get into Mexico City in the morning, and then I get in by 12:30, 1 o'clock on the 4th. Are you still there?
I'm still here. It's just been hard to wait so long to come see you and do all this beautiful work and, wait for, almost 2 years.
Well, love, don't wait. If you're not busy, just go down early. And if you can't go down early, then go when you can. That's all I can say.
Well, okay. Yeah. And I'm near Reno in Nevada. If anybody's coming down through Canada, I'm happy to drive and pay for gas and things like that.
Okay. So you're looking for a ride.
I'm looking to go south. I'm ready to.
Then, love, can you do me a favor? Can you go on Ixtapa training on Telegram and then post there every day, because it's going to happen. Somebody's going to pick you up.
All right, I'll try that. Thanks.
Okay, love.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Really appreciate just hearing what you say, and that this glass ceiling is going to just get broken away. And
I'm going to tell you, there's nobody that it doesn't get broken away. We usually get one or two really stubborn people, because they've been taught to dishonor themselves and honor dishonoring beliefs. And the whole class is going to see it. And the whole class is going to get together and really help to work on this person to say it's okay. I guarantee you that if you love yourself, you will not die.
I've been doing the hemp C60. I've noticed a calming effect. I'm one of those AAA terrorist underweight types that I'm enjoying that smoothness from the hemp C60.
Yeah.
So that's been encouraging too.
And if anybody's watching right now, just know she's not insane. She's wearing a pair of Tesla glasses over top of her glasses, so the blue light doesn't make her go insane. Thank you, love. All right. Anybody else?
Yes. Hi, Dr. Wolf. I'd like to know when I should come down, what date, because I want the personal training and the certification.
Holy smokes. You're a little spitfire, aren't you? How tall are you? How tall are you?
Not quite 5.
I knew it. I knew you were a little spitfire. Holy smokes. I know a spitfire when I hear one. Hey, that's great. And I would tell you that if you want to come down for the... I think we'll have everything there by the 19th. If you want to check in with me, my extension is 5. We could do a personal treatment and training on you as early as probably October 1st or a few days before that, maybe even a week before. I got to check with some of the other practitioners. They're really looking forward to they're really glad that the containers are going to take too long to get there and that they've been held up, because they just want to take a break because they work really hard and they want to chill out. But I would tell you that probably by the 3rd week of September, we could start that, because that's not going to take a lot. If you wanted to do a personal treatment and training prior to the certification and then take some time to relax after that, and if you do that, you will be so primed for the certification. So feel free to call me. And what we'll do is, I'm not going to talk you into anything. I'm only going to try to make whatever you want to happen as smooth as possible, okay?
All right.
Okay.
You were mentioning that we might not be able to get out after get back to the? I'm from the U.S.,
Oh,
Georgia.
you'll always be allowed back in. So just know
Oh.
that that's a scare tactic. That is against the Constitution in every country. You'll always be able to come back in anytime you want. That's the deal. So
I actually meant to leave to get there.
Oh, I don't know. It depends. What state are you in?
Georgia.
Georgia. I don't know how Georgia's doing. How's Georgia doing with their governor? Is he really a tyrant?
Well, so far, no, things are open.
Okay. Well, then just notice when they start tightening it up, then know that you should start to get going. They're not just going to shut it right down, okay? Because they don't want to lose votes the next election. So once you start seeing it tighten up, just know it's not going to open up again. It'll stay tight or get tighter. All right? So that's how it works.
Okay.
Okay.
And the other thing is that actually, in order to get myself together, is there a practitioner in Georgia? Because I'm having to walk with assistance. I can barely move.
No, you're going to go to Dean Saleo, and he's in Atlanta, Georgia, 30 minutes outside of Atlanta, Georgia. And hold on one second. I'll give you his phone number. He's a beautiful man, and he's going to help you. You watch this. You'll come back on here in 2 weeks and go, I'm ready. Okay? I'm ready. Because all we got to do is get rid of that beef jerky that's twisting you up, okay?
Okay.
1 second, sweetie. I'll give you his phone number right now. Dean Saleo is 678-628-4438. And also, he makes what's called the pelvic expander and ships them all over the United States for me. I don't make any money on it. Tell him that if anybody that's on here, go on my website and go into my library and look at the length and strength and exercises. And love, you need a pelvic expander. If you get a pelvic expander, your one leg is up in the air, your other leg is hanging. It's going to open your pelvis wide open. And I know he sells them for $250. Tell him I said it to sell them to you for $195.
All right.
But you want a pelvic expander. If you do that 15 minutes a night on each leg, using each leg, one leg is straight up on the board, the other one is hanging down. And if you connect to your breath, I show you on a video in my library in the do-it-yourself guide. Go to my live. Go to docofdetox.com. Go to the top, click on library, and then go in, click on the do-it-yourself guide. And then go in and watch the length and strength and exercises. And look at the pelvic expander and the pelvic squats. And then also, have you started clapping your hips yet?
Oh, yes. Yes, I've been using the belly button and
the clapper too?
Clapping.
The clapper?
Yeah.
So,
yes, I have a clapper.
Are you getting any relief yet?
Yes, a lot. Much better, because before I was so sore I could barely turn and so forth. So it's much better.
So guess what? In 3 treatments, he's going to bring you to the finish line.
Oh.
And then you're going to go, I'm ready to go down to Mexico.
Okay.
No longer a spectator, but now a performer.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. So if I go into him for the treatment, then I don't just do the certification after I get there. I still need treatment.
That's right. No. You go to him, because when you take the course, you're getting 25 hours of body work. You're going to get your whole body work twice.
Okay.
So that's you can't learn unless you're being treated. So you're getting treated and trained, and everybody's working on everybody's different bodies, right? So that by the time you're done, you know how to work on different types of bodies. There's a lot of different bodies, right, sweetie?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much. I had called for a perfect day consult, but and you had said you were going to have Andrea, I think, called me.
Do you know what? You're going to not believe this, but I wrote the number down and I walked around everywhere trying to find where I put that piece of paper. So what I want you to do is I want you to call me tomorrow on extension 5 after 12 o'clock, right? Because we've got, tomorrow's our last big video shoot, right?
Yep.
And then that's it. We're out of here. The studio's gone and we're gone. Okay? So you call me after 1 o'clock tomorrow. I will make sure, that happens, okay? All right?
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, love. Anybody else?
Dr. Wolf, when will the Black Diamond Crystal be available on the store?
Well, for me, it's now. No, I'm kidding. But it'll be available in the store in 2 weeks. Because here's the thing. We just shipped out today, and it's got to go to United States. It's got to go into fulfillment. It's got to go to Pennsylvania, Florida, and Texas. So 2 weeks, it'll be up for sale.
Thank you.
Okay? Now, we have 6-week ones, and eventually we'll have actually 3 month and 1 year. We wanted to let everybody to start really testing it. Look at, there's nothing that's going to perform like this in the humic fulvic world. I'll tell you that right now. And it's so easy because, you know, the black gold you don't want to get rid of because the black gold is intestinal. You do understand that, right? Mm-hmm. But this, and I almost don't want to say it, it replaces everything else. It replaces the tummy love. It replaces the humic and fulvic. Okay? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Daryl.
Yeah.
Hi. Is there any discount if 2 or 3 family members decide to take the training?
Why don't you call me and we'll talk about it? Okay.
I thought that'd be good. Thank you.
Yeah, and there is because you know, like I told you, you know who I am.
I know who you are. Love you.
Love you too, girl. Yeah. Anybody else?
Yes, I have one more question. I was looking for the bundle for the structured water and the shower and all of that for the water fast. I believe that's, but it was not up on the site yesterday.
You were looking for the what?
The bundle for the water fast.
Bondo.
BUNDLE.
Bundle.
Oh, the bundle for the water fast. It should still be
Yes,
up there.
and it wasn't up there with the structured water. It was gone with the structured water shower and the structured
Call
water.
Karen. Okay.
Because I'd seen it earlier and it was taken back, I guess removed.
Well, I'm going to call that person who probably took it down. I'm going to fire her right online right now for you.
No, I'm sure you won't, and I wouldn't want that.
I'm going to leave a message and tell her to put it back up if she took it down, sweetie.
All right, thank you.
Okay. You know, life is so busy that when something's not working, take care of it right away. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If there's somebody you need to call, calm yourself down and do it right away. Hey, Karen, can you take a look and make sure that the bundles for the fastings are still up online? And if you took them down, can you put them back up? Because I just had a lady threaten me. Okay? I'm kidding.
you.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I
You
know,
what?
you are.
We have to have fun with the staff, right, Drake?
All the time.
Yeah, like Drake is actually in mental therapy because he's with me a lot. Okay. All right. Anybody
Thank
else?
you.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Hi, Daryl.
Hi.
Serena here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Quick question. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you for sitting here, hosting this. 2 questions. Can one overdose on the C60 MCT?
No, not on the MCT, but with the coconut oil, I wouldn't do more than a teaspoon the olive oil, I wouldn't do more than a teaspoon 3 times a day. With the actual MCT, you could do 6 teaspoons a day. Anything more than that is an OD, but understand something. If you want your eyesight back, if you want your brain back, 4 to 6 teaspoons, there's no way you're not going to see a difference. And understand what the C60 MCT does is it overrides the computer. What I'm saying is if you've had damage in your brain, it will actually create new synapses and a brand new wiring, and it will create it. It will actually build it. Let me tell you something. It will repair like you wouldn't believe. You know, I used to wear glasses, right? Prescription glasses, okay? I don't wear glasses. I've got great eyesight. I can read small. I can see far. And understand something. I had glasses since I was 14 years old. And between the things that I do, I don't need glasses. Even being in this light here, I do extra C60, extra iodine, extra humic fulvic, and that's what protects me. And then also bright eyes, okay? Using bright eyes in my eyes. Yeah. So here, I'm going to put these on for now, for a bit.
Can I put that in the smoothie as well? The C60?
You know what? You can put MCT in your, and you can make a bulletproof coffee with it. You can put it in anything and you're not going to damage it. Okay? But the absorption is guaranteed when you put it under the tongue and hold it until it becomes watery.
Okay, that's the best way to have it. All right.
Well, you know, it's all those enzymes in there, right?
Okay, yes, definitely. Next question is, in the Marigen, if one takes the Marigen, does one have to wait 30 minutes before one takes the iodine spray, or?
No. The rules don't apply with that. That's different. You could do take the Marigen and you could take iodine right away. The iodine goes in the back of the throat. It's already gone into your system.
Okay.
They're not jockeying against each other. You can't do supplementation though, right? You can't do supplementation. You can't eat, but you can drink water a half an hour prior, and then you only want to do water a half hour after. Okay.
Oh, water half an hour after.
Oh, just a half an hour after. Only thing you're going to do is water.
But you can spray, right?
Oh, you can spray as much as you want. The iodine's not going to affect the ionic calcium. I do it all the time. I try to fit things in, right? Like I usually get up at night around 3:30. And it's not because I gotta pee and have a bladder problem. You know, I get up at nighttime and then I get up and I'll go to the bathroom because there's always something in there. And then I'll go and I'll sit in my chair and I'll just sit there and I'll breathe and just stay quiet. It's nice and quiet. And I'll just allow my mind to become a river and see what comes along, right? I'll do my, 3 or 3:30 in the morning.
Okay.
You know.
About my time too.
Yeah, so that's my time. And that's when a lot of ideas come to me then. So I'll do my iodine, I'll do my calcium, I'll go sit down, right? And then a half hour later, I'll do C60, and then guess what? I'll go back to bed. And the reality is there's no time wasted. You know, people say, well, it's so hard to get to sleep. Well, keep telling yourself that, and it will be. And if you can't get to sleep, it's because you're terrorizing yourself and you have an inflammatory diet. That's it. There's no such thing as sleep apnea. There's no such thing as any diseases. Disease names let you know what you're dealing with when somebody comes to you, but understand there are no diseases, because all diseases are actually your body trying to heal. But what we've been taught is to go in and shut down the diseases. If you shut down a disease, you're going to die early. Okay? You don't shut down diseases. You know, the more that you've harmed your body on an emotional and physical level, the more you're going to be laid out in bed and the sicker you're going to be. So don't learn to love yourself. Don't learn to care for yourself, for God's sakes. No, you'll probably go to hell for that one. The reality is that we've all been programmed that loving, honoring, respecting ourselves is something that's terrible. And if you started doing that, you'd have no trouble sleeping.
So you just mentioned 30 minutes later than water. What about after 30 minutes? Can they eat food? And
30 minutes you can do anything. It's already gone into the system. It's in lockdown already. You can eat anything and do anything. Yes.
And then 4 hours later, then the next.
Then it's the next time you would do it again.
All right.
Because it takes 4 hours for it to completely go into your system, do what it needs to do, help to get the calcium back into the bones, help to turn on the mitochondria, and then after 4 hours, we're going to charge it back up again. So if somebody is chronically ill, we're doing it 4 times a day, right? Okay.
Okay. All right. And the Perfect Day guide that you have online, do we get a copy when we get there? Or
Okay, so you get the Practitioner guide, which is almost 400 pages. So
Okay, so I don't have to bring my.
You get a physical copy.
Okay.
You also get a physical copy, which is almost 400 pages of the non-surgical guide. You also get a physical copy of the 12 Braveheart Loving Steps. Okay?
Okay, that's good. Then I don't have to carry anything with me.
No, you don't need any. You don't need to bring anything. Just bring your personal items or nutritionals that you want to use while you're there.
Okay. And will you have the C60 in Ixtapa? No.
I won't have C60 in Ixtapa. I can't do it. Right now I'm trying to work with a logistics company to find out if I can bring the product down there. It's bad enough trying to ship the product down there. You have to understand, the C60 that I get, there's only one person in the world that makes this. And I got to tell you, nobody else makes a C60 like this. They can't even come near it. So I have to get this C60. I will not buy another C60 from anyone, because if you've listened to my C60 audio that I did with the gentleman who made it, you'd understand that nobody makes it like him. So I'm not second grading it. If I have to get a cheap product of C60, which most people sell in North America, I'm not selling the product. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I can't do it.
Okay. And but you have the iodine, the 16 ounces iodine?
The 16 ounces of iodine will be coming in about 3 to 4 weeks. And I know that's a shame. It was supposed to be here 3 months ago, but there was some complications. I won't get into it. But we are actually going to be producing the iodine in Mexico.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to order the 16 ounces.
Well, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen right away. I'm saying down the road, we're going to be doing it. Okay. But yeah, we are going to be making it in there. We're going to try to see what products we can bring down. I'm not going to bring down all my products. Okay. I'm going to bring down the main pillars of healing with them, because understand, with the energy medicine and the techniques and making you all these blender drinks with all of these organic vegetable juices and swimming in structured water and being around people that just want to grow, trust me, it's like a rocket ship.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to make products the forefront of what I do. They are amazing if they're amazing products, but I want people to be amazing without them.
One more question. What would you prescribe for a UT infection, urinary tract infection?
Oh, well, it would be the vaginal infusion. So, daily cleansing tea, tummy love, okay, black gold are the 3 things we need. Then we want to do the ultimate coffee enema if we can wrap our head around it. But here's the goal. I don't care. Fibroids, tumors, ovarian cysts, infertility. Take the silver bullet gel. Get yourself a syringe or an ear bulb syringe, and you're going to use from 1 to 3 ounces of a silver bullet gel. You're going to use infinite iodine. You're also going to use the fulvic nano eye drops, and you're going to use frankincense. Okay, all right? And you're going to mix that, and then you're going to, if you had a problem, let me tell you something. You're going to do this 2 to 3 times a day. Now, we know that all UTIs are leaky gut of large intestine. That's it. So you're pooping into your pelvis. So we know that the bladder sits right in front of the last 4 inches of the large intestine. Let me tell you something. Natural health practitioners don't have a clue. Either do the medical system. It's the large intestine that's at fault for all pelvic problems. Even hip replacements are caused because you were pooping in your pelvis. And I'm going to prove that to you like 100 times over. You're going to leave and you're going to stand in your confidence in front of a medical doctor or a practitioner that's been a practitioner for 40 years, and you'll show them that 1 and 1 are not 11. Okay, so if you do the vaginal infusion 3 times a day, so then you're going to put that in, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put your buttocks, okay, up high, all right, so that you're going to allow that to soak as long as you can. Now, if you're able to wrap your head around this, okay, and that is using, we have what we call CBD, THC, but the CBD is all you need. 250 milligrams of CBD, pure CBD in a bullet-shaped, okay, suppository. That bullet-shaped suppository can go into the vagina and it can go into the rectum. And if you're going to go in there and load up on these bullets, I don't care. There is no, okay, first of all, there's no pelvic problem that's going to exist if you're doing pelvic expander, you're doing your pelvic squats, if you're doing clapping on your pelvic area, and you're doing everything I just said, we're going to turn it around. Listen, I've got women that okay, I had a woman just about 2 months ago. She's 78 years old, and I've had this before. And she says, Dr. Wolf, I can't even live with myself. When I go places, people start going, what's that smell? She says, I have dead fish smell coming from my vagina. Okay?
Yeah.
Huh? She did. And she said, I've had this for years. And I said, well, guess what? Anyways, I told her to do just what I said. Okay? And guess what? She called me the next morning and said, this is the first time in 10 years that my vagina smelled like a rose. And guess what? It'll stay that way. She's going to have to keep on doing the vaginal infusions, the suppositories, and doing everything I just told you. But understand something. After maybe 3 weeks to maybe 6 weeks, she'll only be doing it once a day. And because of that age and the low integrity in her tissue, she'll have to do it once or twice a day, but she will keep healthy. And understand, if you smell like that in your pelvis, do you know what that does to your hormones? She's lucky she doesn't have breast cancer. Because breast cancer, you're always going to have pelvic inflammation first before you have that problem. And I can prove it. Anyways, so there you go.
So CBD suppository into the vagina.
Yeah, you can do that into the vagina and also into the rectum, but we want it into the vagina because that's home base. You know, I just really love these people that you go to a doctor, you go to a naturopath, and they're telling you to take something orally that's got to travel 30 feet. And then it's got to travel 30 feet, and it's got to get into your bloodstream, and then it's got to come from your large intestine. Hopefully there's something left to get into the pelvis. Are we like crazy? Is there no common sense in this world? So guess what? Why are we going in through the front door when the problem's in the back door?
True.
Okay, there you go.
Can you tell me how many sprays of infinite iodine, how much in 1 to 3 ounces of silver gel, infinite iodine?
Okay, now, do you know why I said 1 to 3 ounces? Because it depends on how big the person is, right?
Person is, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
But not just that. If it's a real chronic problem, we have to load up as well, don't we? Look at it can be 5 to 15 sprays of the infinite iodine.
The ratio, right? The ratio. Okay.
5 to 15 sprays of the infinite iodine. 5 to 10 drops of the fulvic, depending on the ratio.
Right.
2 to 10 drops of the frankincense. Now, what you want to feel when you're using the frankincense is you actually want to feel some tingling. If I don't want to feel a biting, but if I feel a little bit of tingling, that means I'm disinfecting.
Okay.
And do you know what? Are you like kidding me? You do know that 50% of all females, they drip urine. Okay? You do know that 40% of all women get endometriosis. Did you know that 25% of all women get fibroids in their pelvis? So every woman should be protecting the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is the vagina. It's the ovaries. It's the uterus. You protect that, and you're protecting your whole body. No woman has to get a hysterectomy after they take our course. And I'm saying it would be rare. 1 out of I don't know what. But understand something. Do you know? Here's what we do. Let me keep an eye on that for you. Isn't that what they say? How are they going to keep an eye on it? Are they going to live in the toilet? Nobody's keeping an eye on anything. Come back in 6 months. If it grows big enough, we'll cut something out. And if it doesn't, we'll keep an eye on it. No, you need to take massive personal action if you want to love your body well. That's it.
would you recommend that as a maintenance as well, the vaginal infusion? If you do on a maintenance,
I'm going to tell you
age,
something. If
you're going to be
and people might think I'm being a smarty here. I would be doing it once a day or once every other day if I was a woman, because it doesn't go in the vagina. It goes through the whole bloodstream and into the brain. The vagina is the gateway to access to access everything in the human body for a woman. Oh, come on.
Wow.
Oh, come on. It can deliver life, for gosh sakes. So when you put this in here, it goes everywhere. So it's not just healing and restoring. Okay, so you got dryness down there. Goodbye. You got the thickening, okay, of your uterus. Goodbye. You've got cysts on your ovaries. Goodbye. I mean, have I said enough? And you know why I can say this? Because I've been doing vaginal infusions on women since I've been 27 years old, when I opened up the International Training Institute for Colon Therapy in Canada. So, yeah.
So what goes in the up the butt can go in the front as well, right?
Up the butt, up the butt goes the bullet. Okay.
Yeah.
The rest would leak out too fast. Okay. And you could put it up the butt, but you're going to have your butt up again, right?
Oh no, I mean what goes into the butt like
Oh,
can
you
go
could
up
do
the front as
everything
well.
I just told you. You could syringe in if you had colitis or you had hemorrhoids. But understand, using a CBD bullet into the rectum of the large intestine, just putting it inside, you don't have to put it up high. Okay. If you have trouble with your liver, you will put a finger caught on and you will push the bullet up the length of your finger, and that means it's going to go to your liver. If you just put it inside the rectum, it'll go in to the bloodstream and it'll also heal the area. But if you put it up the length of your finger, then it'll be taken to your liver. Okay?
Yeah, but we don't get CBD here in Singapore, so
Okay.
we can't get that. But that's other things. That's the mushroom that I told you about. My son is doing, and I prescribe that.
And I did leave a message for him to contact me. So if you can tell me what a good time is, I will block that off to talk to him, because he's the one giving me the information. So if he could text me in the next, give me 2 or 3 days, I'll just block off whenever he says.
The best number to get you at.
The best number.
Phone number?
The best number is 250-801-5893 on WhatsApp.
Okay, yeah, I can hit
That's my
that.
that's my WhatsApp phone. And does he have an iPhone?
No.
Okay. All right.
Samsung. Yeah, Galaxy. So so we I've used this mushroom supposedly for people with hemorrhoids and all that, and it works with them. But so the other question I have for you is for the Eversend, you told me that you could put it in a container. Are they going to charge me like an arm and a leg for the duty tax, right? Is it possible for someone who's coming from America to bring it along with that?
Okay. I will bring it, and we will try to get it in as a device that we're just using for our therapy. I will do that for you.
You can use it during the class, sure.
No. Hold on. No. We've got a whole bunch. I will bring one for you. Okay. Because you know why? Because you have to watch out for the small ones.
I'm not small.
I know, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Come on, it's the end of the day, okay? I've got blue night poisoning going on here.
All right, I'll let you go. See you on Friday.
Okay.
I think you're coming back on, right?
Pardon?
The other thing, I have a cold. Don't know where it came from. I think it's been raining a lot.
Okay,
and that's
so
outside.
boil some water, okay, and just drink hot water, and then put a quart of water. Put 1 to 2 lemons in, depending on what you can handle. Put in 1 to 2 tablespoons of raw organic honey, and then put in a pinch of cayenne, whatever you can take in cayenne without causing yourself distress. And guess what? Only do that. And if you had my curcumin cayenne, you would take one of those, 1 an hour or 1 every 2 hours. It's gone in 24 hours.
Oh, I took 5 in a shot. Is that too much?
No, I'm saying that if you can handle it, that's great, but I wouldn't do a 5 in a shot. I like people spreading things out because I like to have things trickle in on a constant. You know what? Should we overload or should we just keep on going, hi, I love you, here you go. We'll keep loving you until you get well.
Oh, okay. That's the general rule.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Gentle baby steps. We have been taught to be impatient. We've been taught to overload. So you're lucky that with 5, and with, not that you're small, but with 5, you're lucky that it didn't heat you right up. But see, when I got the cold and flu that everybody calls that other thing, I got that about 3 months ago. Okay. I was doing, 1 to 2 curcumin cayenne every hour. So it was probably 3 or 4 nights. And then I put a heavy blanket on me and I had the bed soaked. And so by the 4th night, it was all gone. And people could tell I was a little tired, but I worked through it. And you know what? If I would have believed in what they said, I probably would have been at the hospital thinking I was dying, right? The reality is, your thoughts are the most powerful part of you. Your thoughts make up your beliefs, and your beliefs make up your reality. And for most people, their reality is a bloody nightmare.
Right, so I'm supposed to be flying out next week and doing my PCR test before I leave. And a friend, doctor, said, best to clear your cold before you do a PCR test. And if possible, because they'll take any excuse to say, oh, you've got some problem with you, then.
Well, just look after yourself, love. And you know what?
Yeah, I'm at the tail end of it already.
I know, but guess what? Don't get yourself riled up. Don't visit don't visit stressful terrorist relatives. Okay?
Relatives. Yeah. They are the dangerous ones.
I know.
Yeah, the poison in our life is the things we have to love and give back to all the time.
Yeah, I keep looking for strangers to hang around with.
Me too. Me
Yes.
too. Good. I'm looking forward to seeing you in that's it. So cold. I think that's it. That's all the questions I have.
Very good. Very
Thank
good.
you so much for your help, and have a wonderful evening, guys, in Canada and America. God bless you all.
And God bless you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you soon.
All right. If there's still people on, I'll take one more person, and then we'll let everybody get on with their lives. Is there anybody? And if there's not, then I'll say goodnight. All right. Then it's good night, and I want to thank everybody for being so patient with me. And understand something. If I say anything to ever offend you, it wasn't meant to. Sometimes I will take things to the edge to try to stir people up, okay? Because that's what we got to do. We got to crack the shell, okay? We got to crack the shell so that you can become your full potential. I don't think you can do that, though. I think that we have unlimited potential. So, but let's give it a shot every day, okay? God bless everyone. Thanks for coming.
Good night. Love you, Dr. Wolf.
Love you too, girl. Bye. Bye, everyone. Good night, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Let's welcome up Dr. Wolf to the stage. Give him a big round of applause because he deserves it.
It's that time, Bravehearts. That's right. It's time for us to come together as one voice and unleash our Braveheart roar. Join me for the most powerful, life-saving, life-changing. You do? Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. Come in early.
Welcome up.
So what is a New World Practitioner? Well, a New World Practitioner is somebody that understands that training comes before treatment.
Have I noticed any changes in myself since taking this course? Oh, yes. Yes, I have. I definitely have.
There's so much more ahead of you, and there's so much more that you can find within yourself, and there's so much that you can let go of to free yourself. And I'm excited to be able to help others find their power.
It's not a treatment. It's like a restoration. You can renew your body. And I didn't understand what was preventing me from healing.
I guess this is where I kind of get emotional, because Daryl truly cares, not only for himself, but humanity in general. And he wants to educate people to live their best lives and learn to love themselves first before anybody else.
The Whole Life Coach certification. We go deeper in that 8 days than anybody else goes when it comes to learning how the invisible creates the physical, the psychological creates the biological. And we teach you about energy medicine and about vibration and frequency, because that's all it is.
He really cares for everybody. He wants to educate as many people as he can, their own healers / practitioners. He wants to get the knowledge out.
Dr. Wolf and the whole crew, Sage and his bodywork techniques, learning it, everybody here has just been so incredible. They're so supportive. It's been a really cool experience.
I've seen nothing but incredible results day after day, hour by hour, while they work on people who get finally the effect and result that they've looked for everywhere else and never got. So they're amazing, amazing.
On a daily thing, I'm becoming more flexible and more pain-free. It's a process of treatments because of the damage I've done to my body. But yeah, I expect to be doing backflips. You know, I'm 64 years old. I'll be doing backflips.
When it comes to the Wolf non-surgical certification, nobody can pull fibroids apart or reverse joint, muscle, tendon, ligament problems or scar tissue from surgery quicker than we can. And we offer a money-back guarantee to all our patients. Now, why would we do that? Because we pull off the I am possible and we reverse the irreversible.
They're so professional, yet so fun. They know how to push you to your limit. They encourage you, so it's all positive training, and really every one of them has a piece that they offer to the business, and they don't miss things. They let you go to the next level.
To use my love and light to be in service of others, and that's part of healing, right? Where as my elbow is connecting to that skin, you know, I'm delivering my frequency to the person that's seeking that work, you know, because I will always have that love and light inside me.
And a New World practitioner understands that you can't give what you're not. So until you understand that unconditional love and care for oneself is what you need to become so that you can give that to your patients, don't expect a different outcome than every other practitioner out there. And that's what we teach here, because you need to become what you want to see in all of your patients.